actually have the front door to my left, but first, I want to take everybody this way. This section of the wall is on a motorized arm, and with a push of a button, you can open up the entire section here and reveal the room that's right behind it, which is a Japanese tea room. I mean, how cool is this? The entire wall effortlessly opens up and reveals the space.
I don't think we've seen that big of a moving door before on this channel ever.
Unbelievable. And there you go. You can just walk straight into your Japanese tea room, which is an elegant space. We have travertine walls and travertine floors. This gorgeous seating area with a marble coffee table, double-sided fireplace, and then we have these two glass doors opening up to the office that's on the other side. Now, in Japanese culture, they design tea rooms like this to welcome their guests, to have conversations, or to conduct business. So it's nice to have a space like this right off the entry of your home. And if you want to take your conversation furthermore, you can simply float through the office as well. Now, I want to go back up for a second because I want to showcase everyone how cool this front door design is. To my left, we have the biometric reader, so that's your additional security, and you can simply open up this massive door. Please come on in, and this door opens up to this incredible foyer. The entry of this property, just like the motor court, really sets the tone for what's to come. I mean, look at the space. You have 16-inch white plank French oak hardwood floors, flowing you to the formal dining area, grand living room. Behind that, we have the family room, and it actually takes you all the way to the other side of the property. And we have a lot of details, finishes, and features to cover there. But before we do that, I actually want to talk about the specs of this gorgeous home. We have 8 bedrooms, 24 bathrooms, over 35,000 square feet of interior space, built on an approximately 1.5-acre lot. And this property is an off-market listing with an asking price of $177 million. I want to give big thanks to all the listing agents and the visionary behind this property, Artie Tavengarian and his team at Arya Group, for making this tour possible. And as always, you can find more information about this home in the description of this video. Make sure to check it out. Now, let's come back to the foyer. I actually want to bring everybody to this section. Through this opening, you can look down to a lower level lounge, which is an exquisite space. I love the volume here. You can see the digital art that's down below, which is super cool. Circular cone lighting, wood plank ceiling, plaster walls, and I also really like the railing detail here with a white top. That way you can place your drinks as you're hanging around the property, interacting with it, which is super cool. And if we go this way, you can see that foyer flows to this corner section that I talked about earlier. And they designed these custom sofas to wrap the railing and create additional moments for you to just sit down, relax, enjoy the property, enjoy this beautiful backyard. And it doesn't hurt that you also have a reflection pool here to bring that additional zen energy.
Hola.
Now, coming back to the
Hola, ¿cómo
on the
está?
other side, we have the Japanese tea room. In fact, this travertine clad door opens up to that space, and next to that, we
Hola.
have this fabric wall with this beautiful art design right in the center. This is actually a pocketing wall, and it goes in to open up the foyer to the office, which is incredible. I mean, there are so many different motorized features in this property, and this is another one. And let's go right in. This office truly has it all. You have a conference table, bar area, seating area, your desk, library that goes up to the second floor. So we got a lot to cover here. First, I want to talk about this conference table. In fact, Cody, let's get a close up. Look at all the gears here and how they're rotating as you move the glass top. Super cool. And you can also see the reflection of these gears on the ceiling here as well, where we have the cold lighting. Then we have the double-sided fireplace here, bringing additional warmth. And then you have this beautiful bar with a book-matched marble back wall. This marble is Afyon Violin. It actually comes from Turkey. It has this rich vein structure. Your bar is leather wrapped, the stitching details, your bar stools, and then on the other side, you have this elegant seating area. And of course, no office is complete without a modern desk that is situated on this side. But more importantly, my favorite feature of this office is the fact that we have a 2-story library here. You can see all these floating shelves with LED lighting. And then your worn out staircase takes you up to the second floor, and look at that picture window. How it brings the nature, the outdoors, straight into the space. And this is one of the important aspects of this property. At any given moment, it tries to interact with the outdoors and bring the outdoor elements to the indoors as much as possible. So I wanted to mention that picture window is beautiful. Now, coming back to the desk, right on the other side, we have a TV with a camera on top. And I also like that camera follows you as you walk around the space, so you can just be free, walk around, share your thoughts, and participate in your meeting. Around that, we have some built-in cabinetry. I love these geometric lines, and these are functioning cabinets. I wanted to mention that.
Those are cool.
Super cool. And behind this pocketing wall, you can see the other side of the art piece that we mentioned. You have more of a stained glass retail here. Super cool with some LED lighting. And like we said earlier, you can close off this section if you want, or simply open it and flow back to your foyer. Now, Cody, can we pan to this side? On this plaster wall, we have some amazing art
What's
pieces.
up? What's up,
Look
chat?
at this solid wood
This
seating
is Sleep
bench
Stream.
that brings that organic, natural touch to the space. And then on the other side, we have the formal dining room. It's another elegant space with a solid wood table that has an onyx insert right in the center, seating for 14. All these chairs are beautifully leather wrapped with diamond stitching detail. And then we have two gorgeous light fixtures above, fireplace that cozies up the space, and obviously this room, just like the rest of the house, seamlessly opens up to the outdoors, and we have an additional outdoor dining area that we will cover later. But the coolest aspect of this dining area is the fact that we have this natural stone that's carved and chiseled and turned into a sink. That's a ceiling mount faucet right there. And that way you can just wash your hands before you enjoy your meal, or you can simply plug the drain, fill it with ice, and you can serve your champagne and caviar here. How cool is this?
It's really cool, and it's a nice divider between these two spaces that we're about to see.
Absolutely, and it's just a nice, strong touch. Having a piece of natural stone right in the center of your home, and just like you said, it also serves as a great divider between the formal dining area and the grand living room, which is the area that we're going to tour next. I love these different seating sections, double-sided sofas, beautiful brass coffee tables, books, accessories, candles. Every little thing is so well thought out in this space. It's exquisite, it's warm. And then we have this incredible volume here, nearly 30-foot high ceilings. You can see the landing of the second floor here, beautiful light fixture right in the center, and the pendants that are actually within the light fixtures, those are your additional built-in speakers. Because we have such vast volume here, they didn't want you to compromise when it comes to your listening experience, so they brought additional speakers from the top, and then you'll have this cozy fireplace to warm up this room. But even more importantly, it's a double-sided fireplace. And when you're sitting down here, interacting with your friends and family, you can actually see the individuals that are on the other side. You can make eye contact, and we have the camera room right there, which is a very clever touch. And look at these onyx walls
What's
on the
up,
side of the
chat?
fireplace. How it goes up all the way to the ceiling where we have the skylight.
How everybody
This is
doing
a very
tonight?
impressive space, and even more importantly, the entire room opens up to the outdoors thanks to these true floor-to-ceiling pivoting doors. And we're going to show how these doors open up in a second. But now, Cody, let's take everybody to the other side so we can talk about this grand staircase, which is so impressive. You can hear the water, see all these different materials, textures, and details. And the fact that this is a spiral staircase that's floating and connecting all four levels is amazing. I love this minimalist railing design. Then you have your handrails that are leather wrapped with LED lighting. Each one of your steps are beautifully lit. You have a gorgeous light fixture that is attached all the way to the top floor and flowing right in the center of the spiral staircase. And then on the other side, you can see the travertine wall, and then they also have these brass panels that mimic the texture of this unfilled travertine, giving additional dimension to the space. And to bring the nature element to the interior, they have placed a massive screen here, and to amplify the viewing experience, they also surrounded the screen with mirror panels, which is absolutely insane. Look at my backdrop.
This is one of the most impressive staircases I think I've ever seen.
And lastly, before we leave this section, I love the sculptures here. Just like me, they're just observing and admiring this staircase, which is a nice, fun touch. Now, I want to bring everybody back to the grand living room because we're going to flow straight to the outdoors. Again, we have these motorized sliding glass doors opening up the formal dining room to the outdoors, travertine floors throughout, nice built-in seating with the planters on the back. I really like the screen detail here that provides additional shade and privacy. And then we have two outdoor dining tables here with brass tops. And it's just a great section for you to hang out. And the fact that your formal dining room is right next to you, that section can be your little service countertop. People can go in, grab their food, come over to this side, enjoy. And they can also just flow to the rest of the terrace where we have this antique fire pit with seating around it. This is such a cool, fun addition to this space. And then we have the family room on the other side. All these spaces are connected to each other. And the scale of this terrace, the ceiling height here, motorized louvers that are above us. And of course, right behind me, we have those pivoting doors that open up to the grand living room. Now, these doors also feature the exterior blinds that we talked about earlier. So with a push of a button, you can actually close these blinds and provide additional privacy. Not to mention, these blinds also resemble this rose figure, which is super cool. Let's open them back up. And then on top of that, we have the motorized pivot doors opening up the grand living room to the outdoors, which is absolutely insane. I mean, look at the size of these doors and the fact that they're motorized and they quietly open up the space to the outdoors. This is insane.
That is insane. Have you ever seen doors that pivot on a pin like this?
No, this effortlessly, I'm out of words. I don't know what to say, and there you go. Just like the rest of the house, the grand living room opens up to the outdoors and into the nature that surrounds this property.
ProPlan. Fuel for life.
Mr. Clean Professional lifts away grease and grime in half the time.
Try Mr. Clean Pro, now available at Restaurant Depot.
I love how much I can bundle and save on insurance with Liberty.
And I love that you love how much you can bundle and save.
Like it. You like it.
I love that you love that. I love that you can go bundle and save.
Only pay for what you need.
Here you go, sweetie. 8 grams of protein, 100% real milk. Nestle, get your quick win.
We are the first team in history to win back-to-back promotions.
Nobody in their wildest dreams expected us to go back to back to back.
Oh no, but we never get this.
Wrestling's definitely back to being the underdog. We are now trying to play the Premier League. The initial design came out of how do we almost build a house within the trees. And what makes this unique and which I can't get any credit for it is the nature around it. The fact that there is no really straight lines in nature. Everything has an organic shape to it, organic form to it, and what the land is essentially placed as a gift to us. And we are basically want to enhance that gift. We want to make it better and respect it, and that's how we start our design. The gardens that you see in the backyard, big part of it, they're just elevated decks. And without building retaining walls, you're able to essentially create more green spaces. Our goal has been to create spaces that that really they have a great marriage between outside and inside.
Now let's go see the lush grounds of this property. You have this vast grass section, all these mature trees, and you have so much privacy within this space. Right in front of us is the Bel Air Country Club. You get a view of the city, and we're only a few minutes from the iconic Sunset Boulevard, which is really convenient. And this outdoor space is great for events, for you to hang out with your friends and family. And I really like how each one of the corners is designed in a way for you to make the best of it. In fact, right behind me, we have this sunken seating section that's framed by these built-in planters. We call that area the nest. In fact, the entry is actually a keyhole, and you have outdoor seating with a fire pit right in the center. It's a cozy area for you to enjoy, and I really like the sculpture that's right at the entry. Now, if you look around or look at the perimeter of this backyard, you can also see this built-in bar railing design. Just like what we talked about off of the foyer, you have a generous countertop space and all these bar stools. That way, you can even enjoy those sections and have a little moment to yourself. Now, if you want to take your outdoor experience to the next level, we have this built-in planter here, but with a push of a button, it actually raises, and that's your outdoor screen. It's
It's a
19
sleep
feet
stream,
tall,
y'all.
21 feet wide, and it is crazy to have a screen like this right in the center of your backyard. Isn't this wild?
It's so cool. And the fact that all the plants on top are actual live plants just makes it all so much more immersive, and it's a really cool party trick.
It is a cool party trick. And the way they incorporated technology throughout this property is what's so impressive. I mean, push of a button, that screen goes down, and you're just looking at an outdoor planter, which is fantastic. And when you turn to the other side, this is a great angle for us to enjoy and appreciate the architectural lines of this home. I mean, this is absolutely wild. This scale, curved lines, travertine details, those metal screens that we talked about earlier, the ceiling height, and how you have these motorized louvers, blinds, all these interactive pieces to enhance your experience as you enjoy your day in this property. You have sliding glass doors, pivoting doors, truly opening up the indoors to outdoors and creating that harmony between these two spaces. And I'm simply out of words. I don't think I've ever looked at a residential structure like this. This is fantastic, and we still have so much more to see. Follow me this way. Now, that wraps our tour for the grass section. We have the rest of the outdoor terrace here, another small seating area to our left. Back on the travertine, you have this really nice outdoor seating area with a linear fire pit right in the center. Above us is a motorized awning, so you can have this section shaded or open up and bring even more natural light. And when you're ready, you walk right back to the inside. So this is the first section of the family room. It is definitely generous. Look at this sectional couch, your coffee tables, these exquisite ottomans bring a little bit of pop of color. And then we have a fireplace here with a TV. What I like about this space is the fact that it opens up these different outdoor sections. That way it makes it really easy for you to go in and out of the space, interact with all these different areas. And then on the back, we have this really cool feature. So there's an opening here that goes down to the lower level where we have the wellness center. And what we're looking at here is actually a tree trunk that fell over from the neighbor's property a while ago. And Hardy's team basically preserved the tree trunk, placed it here, and planted a bunch of trees and flowers on it, and made it a live art piece. But I also really like how they brought the brass screen detail here with LED lighting, and they placed seating sections around it and turned this into a cool feature, which I really like. I thought this was a really clever touch. Now, going to the other side, the family room is divided into two sections, and they accomplished that with this open bookshelf design, which is really nice and modern, and it just gives additional dimension to the space. And then we flow to the other side of the family room, where we have this exquisite seating area, and then you have your coffee tables, accessories, beautiful bar on the back. And to complement this section, we have the other side of the main fireplace that we talked about earlier. Again, this design allows you to see the other side of the room, which is great. And then going this way, before we talk about the bar, I want to cover this section. It gives access to your chef's kitchen. And to our right, we have the elevator landing. And the door on our left opens up to two powder rooms for this level. Now, let's talk about this beautiful bar. I love how all these different materials and finishes come together in this space. We have travertine, backlit countertops, steel framed glass shelves for all of your glassware and accessories, all your spares with this mirror back wall, and then we have the island design here. Cody, can we get a close up? This wood here is called Purple Heart. It has this really nice color and depth to it. And I also really like how they embrace the slab and cut the glass countertop accordingly. Then you have these leather stitched, beautiful bar stools. But the focal point of this bar or this island is the marble sink here. How it's incorporated into the countertop. Instead of a regular faucet, they placed a floor mount top filler here.
That's really cool.
Super cool. Such a creative touch, and it just anchors this island to this beautiful bar. Now, let's take everybody to the other side. I'll meet you right there. There are two details I want to talk about. Number one, we have an exquisite piano here that complements the corner and the family room. And number two, I want to talk about these sliding glass doors. If we can get a close up right here, these sliding glass doors have very small frames. Essentially, the glass itself does the structural work, and that's how they can get away with these thin frames, which makes your experience that much more immersive. You can see the outdoors even better, which is great, and they operate very quickly. Now, another detail I want to cover. Cody, can you step outside for a second?
I sure can.
We have this hangar door opened up right now, and with a push of a button, you can hydraulically close this door. How cool is this?
That's pretty cool. And the stained glass on it is super pretty.
I know. It's such a nice touch, and there you go. I mean, the way this property opens up to the outdoors, how it interacts, I've never seen anything like it. And we still have so much more to cover. And throughout the tour, I'm going to do my best to cover all of its features, but there are so many different rooms and areas in this house that we might have to skip a couple of the sections. So I want to give everybody a heads up. Now, welcome to the side of the property where we have the main pool. This pool is incredible. Before we talk about it, that's a rain change, by the way.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So clever. They placed this art piece on the bottom. Yeah, that is a rain chain. Such a clever touch.
That makes sense.
And then on the other side, we have the first section of the pool. You have your raised hot tub. The mosaic work throughout the pool is so rich and vibrant. And then the perimeter of the pool has this brown natural stone. And the idea here was for them to mimic a river. It's like the edge of the river where you have the soil and the landscape, and the pool itself has that turquoise tone. How clever is that? Again, tying that natural harmony throughout the home. And then you have all these bamboos that are providing additional privacy. Then in the center, you have another outdoor seating area. The sun in, super cozy. You have your built-in curtains, another sculpture, motorized awning above, and a fire pit right in the center. And continuing this way, we have the rest of the pool. And before I come back to the pool, I want to talk about the outdoor staircase here that takes you down to the lower level. So on this side, we have two exquisite guest suites with their own bathrooms. Now, to save some time, we're going to skip that section, but also on the lower level, we have a putting green area and another area where we have two more of these rain chains. And we also have a really cool sculpture here with a fire feature in front of it. Now, let's go check out the rest of this pool. I mean, look at my backdrop here. We have the bamboo for privacy. I really like their design aesthetic and their reason behind why they wanted to have an above ground pool and finish it with all these materials to give it that river aesthetic, river warmth and natural element. And then you have beautiful landscaping around. I mean, this is fantastic. I would love to spend some time there.
I would too. The contrast between the darker edges and the blue mosaics and the green bamboo, it's literally an oasis.
Without a doubt. It looks stunning. All right, let's continue, Cody. We have some lounging beds here, more outdoor seating areas and dining areas. Let's talk about the awning that they have here. This outdoor dining table is so cool. Two massive slabs that are connected with the hardware right in the center. Then we have the outdoor kitchen here. But I have to mention this. Can we pan to this side? Perfect place for a DJ booth.
Oh, it is. That's
Yeah.
cool.
It's just a nice touch. Look at the landscaping around us. And then you have this massive curved outdoor screen, built-in seating with a fire pit. And then it gets better. You go this way, your gas grill, pizza oven, herb garden, and you have access to your grass from this section as well. And then when you're ready, you go into the dining area here. But before we do that, can we tilt up? Look at that rustic balcony design that we have above us. That actually opens up to the primary bedroom closet, and we're gonna see that section in a second. But for now, let's go through this opening here to check out the family dining room. We have two tables here, and we've seen these tables earlier on at the other outdoor dining area. And Cody, can we actually get a close up? They have this brass surface here, but the way they install the surface with these pin nails is actually really cool. Then you have your comfortable seating. It's a really nice cozy space with a TV on the other side. And it makes it really easy for you to come in here, get some shade, or just walk back outside. Or you can just come over to this side and flow to this amazing show kitchen. Take it all in. We have a cozy seating area, modern cabinetry, marble countertops. I also really like how this space opens back up to the pool area, so it's very interactive. And then we have a floating fireplace here with an open corner, really cozy space. And then on the other side, we have the kitchen island, oak match countertops, and this is the same marble that we saw by the office, outfield violet, and it has a really rich vein structure. And then cabinetry features these open shelves, bar seating, and then we have the rest of the cabinetry here. Check this out. We have a coffee station here, and look at these drawers, how they're stacked with all these additional complementary features, your glassware, and then you have an ice cream bar on the other side. I'm gonna put you like this. That is super cool, right? And continuing our tour, let's go check out the sink. It's actually fabricated out of the same marble. We have a TV here, and behind this wall, we have the chef's kitchen that we'll talk about in a second. But first, I want to actually cover a really cool detail here. The island also features another sink. We have the rest of the appliances, fridge and freezer here. But what I like about this countertop is the fact that it also features a cooktop that's below the marble countertop. In fact, controls are right here, I believe. There you go. These are your controls, and you just place your pan, and it just heats it up.
That's super cool. And I like that there's still functional storage below the control system for the stove.
It's really cool, and you gotta love the minimalist approach. You don't see anything; it just looks like a beautiful, elegant island, and that's it.
Now I have a question. Without that rubber pad, how would you know really where to put your kettle or your pan?
That's a good question. I'm assuming it detects where you place your pan, and it just heats that section up.
Ah, okay, that's cool.
It's a nice minimalist touch.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, we have the sink, but above that, we have this massive screen. And with a push of a button, you can switch the screen to a camera that shows your chef's kitchen, which is a really cool interactive touch. But instead of showing it on this TV here, we'll actually take all of you inside. Come on in.
To find your way, sometimes you have to pave it yourself. Part of the Honda Transport Line. The CRV Transport Line. Apple's really smart because it's based on virtual and real world, and it generates real cash back. It also aligns with my routines. I start each day, spend a couple minutes to log into my daily bonus, spin the price wheel 3 times, and play a few ads to boost my virtual rep for the next 6 hours. Then anytime I'm out, I collect some diamonds, and if I grab some grub, I do it at a participating merchant. If I'm shopping for certain things online, or I book a hotel, or I go to a concert, I do it all through the app, and it all works towards earning me more free land. It generates me more virtual rent I can redeem for cash back. So download Atlas Earth now and build on your favorite places in the digital layer of the real world now before some other genius does. Download now.
This has to be the best chef's kitchen we have ever seen in any home. Look at this massive island design that's right in the center with multiple gas cooktops and ovens. You have grills on the other side, sink, stainless steel countertop space, open shelving, and then you have a commercial vent above. And when you look around, you see so many different materials and finishes coming together. You have shaker cabinets, quartz countertops. I really like this mosaic backsplash detail, giving you that warmth. And you have pretty much everything you could possibly need here. Fridge space, 2 dishwashers, 2 sinks. And the fact that a space like this exists in a residential home, this is pretty incredible.
If I was a private chef, I would want to be, and I would dream to be in a kitchen like this because it's just like a real restaurant.
I mean, the thought that went into the space, the flow, the functionalities, amenities, and features you have. There's a walk-in fridge here, ice maker, prep table, and next to that is a glass door that opens up to the resting area. When you work at a property like this, there's a good chance you'll be working a lot. So it's nice that the staff of this property gets a dedicated space within the chef's kitchen. Now, next to us is this really cool appliance, and look at all the details, the hardware, finishes, these metal drawers, and these doors are so satisfying to open and close. They're like G-class, literally. Super cool and great appliance that complements your chef's kitchen. Now, I want to take everybody back to the main floor. I want to mention something. We have a little surprise for all of you. We've actually toured the second part of the chef's kitchen later in the afternoon, so we can show this property at night. And it looks phenomenal. I mean, look at the setup. We have the interior lights at 30% and the mood lighting at 50%. So you get this really cool, moody ambiance. And obviously, we saw the main staircase earlier, and with the screen on the back, all the mood lighting, all the materials throughout, it really embodies a new character at night. That's why I wanted to share it. And on the other side, we have this grand living room, and look at all the fireplaces, fire features, mood lighting throughout, and we have these massive pivot doors just flowing you to the backyard. In fact, let's go check it out. Now, we have the family room to our right, and obviously, even at night, we left the sliding glass doors all open so we can get this immersive experience. And these fire features play even a bigger role at night by connecting all these spaces and bringing life and energy to this property. And you combine that with outdoor lighting and indoor lighting, it really accentuates the architectural feel of this home. I mean, look at the structure that's behind me. This home sits so prominently on this hillside, and it's just an experience to be here. When you think about the design, all the spaces, the material selection, it really provides a unique experience, and that's why we want to showcase this property at night. When I look at this property, understand its features and details and the material selection, it really is design that speaks for me and the intentionality that we experience throughout the entire home. You have what I would like to call RD aesthetic, where you mix not only so many different materials, but also styles, and you merge them in a way that I quite haven't seen someone else do it, where you can really exude these styles and cultures within the spaces really well, but you create very seamless harmony between the spaces as well. Easy example is your Japanese tea room, leading to a very stark contemporary office. A grand living room like this, where you have so many different natural elements that ground you and allows you to interact. And as we go along, one of these spaces we can really cohesively work together. They offer something a little bit different. It's like every room has a little extra class here.
Our concept of design is from the finish back to the dirt. By doing that, what is the most important element of the when you get to the product is the end user experience.
Your material selection is also heavily influenced by the value so much using this many different natural materials in your property.
Every element of this house comes from nature.
Some other,
Use of materials is very specific to us. We use traditional materials that people are used to in the context of modern architecture. It's not a replica, it's not a surface, it is what it is. And it's very authentic to its message.
intentionality in this property, in every corner, in every space, every moment. The way it's curated, designed, and how the experience lives in that space. You just feel the intention, you feel the purpose, which is easier said than done. And how do you accomplish that in your designs?
The objective is not being a perfectionist. The objective is to create whatever you do with the intention of being perfect. And how do I create a space that people somehow they feel good about themselves?
And that level of thinking and attention to detail and true execution shows itself in this house. It's one thing to say it, it's another thing to mean it, but it's really something else to execute on that and deliver it. And I see that delivery in this house. And I find that very impressive.
Not feeling the grays but don't want to color? Try Just for Men Control GX Gray Reducing Shampoo. Just shampoo like you do to gradually reduce grays. Now boosted with keratin. Hair looks 2 times thicker to keep you looking your best. Control GX Shampoo.
SafeLight can do it all. Repair, replace, and recalibrate anywhere you want. Go to SafeLight.com.
On Tingle, you get real people, instant buy. Join Tingle now, you better be there.
Real ones know when it's time for a lean cuisine. It's time for a lean cuisine.
17 grams of protein, they're actually the bomb.
Oh my gosh. How hard is that?
That's literally so freaking good.
Why did nobody teach me that when you get a credit card, you're actually not supposed to spend the entire balance? When I got a card with a $2,000 credit limit, I thought I was actually supposed to use it. Turns out, a big part of how good your credit is depends on how much you're actually using. It wasn't until I tried this credit building app called Kickoff that I saw how much my high utilization was holding my credit back and how to break through. There is no credit check. Sign up with Kickoff and get a $750 line of credit. Instead of funding a shopping spree, it's funding your financial freedom. Pay a few bucks a month to pay off that plan. Set up autopay. All of this credit building genius can go to work for you in the background. In the eyes of credit bureaus, you're paying your bills on time and keeping your credit utilization low. Kickoff can also help you find and dispute errors in your credit report that you didn't even know about. Tap here to start building your credit today.
Now, what an arrival to the lower level of this property. Spiral staircase, travertine floors, more from concrete walls, and I also really like how they brought the natural elements of water and fire to this level as well. Now, before we see what's behind the camera, I actually want to take everybody this way. We have these floating steps taking you to this circular section. This is where you can see the water feature a little bit closer, green wall, that massive screen that we saw on the floor above us. And from this angle, this spiral staircase is so striking. You can really get a feel of its scale and how it's floating right in the center of this massive boulder. Now, I want to bring everybody back to the landing. To my left, we have the elevator and then space flows to this open seating area, and right in front of us, we have this elegant bar. This bar has a very strong presence with this island design, brass wrapped columns, backlit countertop, and the screen detail that we've been seeing throughout the property is also incorporated to this bar. And then we have these elegant bar stools that are leather wrapped, and on the back, we can see the reclaimed wood pattern, recessed TVs, smooth lighting, sculptures, spears. This is a really elegant space. I love the light fixtures, including if we take everybody to the other side. More backlit countertops, and this brass sink. It's so sleek and modern. I love the thin frame. And you have your spirits here. This is a really nice space. And currently on the lower level, we have the bright setting for the lighting. But obviously, you can change the light settings, dim them a little bit more, and have the space a little bit more moody as well. Now, on the other side of the bar, we have this open seating area with a double-sided sofa. Next to that, we have a double-sided fireplace leading us to this elegant, cozy game room. This is a fantastic space for you to hang out with your friends, play some games, and it also happens to be a cigar lounge with a built-in air filtration system here, specifically for this room. I also really like the reclaimed wood paneling here, giving that rustic feel, and you also have a double-sided fireplace warming up the space as well. Now next, we're gonna check out this section where we have a door that opens up to 2 powder rooms. Next to that is this really cool art piece that is situated on this solid tree trunk. We have layers of glass here with nail polish, and they're stacked back to back to create this really cool modern illusion. Never seen a piece like this before.
I haven't seen it in a home before, and it's really cool and it fits the space really well.
It fits the space well, it gives it a nice dimension, makes it fun, and lower level of this property is all about these surprises. In fact, look at this glass ping pong table. It is so modern and sleek. I love the hardware, and even your neck is sway. And then you have this pattern wheel design with these linear mirror insets, and continuing this way, this glass enclosed section takes us to the gym. But before we go in there, I actually want to talk about it right now. In the gym, we have this exposed steel column, structural steel column. And on the back, you can see some of the signatures and information about the beam size and inspections, because they wanted to leave this structural element exposed, which I thought was a really clever and fun touch. And in fact, let's go this way. We have the wellness center there that we're gonna check out in a second. But first, let's see this gym. This is a really nice, intimate space, and we have so much equipment here. Your stationary bike, treadmill, rowing machine, Pilates reformer. There's also a power bath in here, located on this section, and then you have more gym equipment here, your dumbbells, TVs, wood panel walls. This is an InBody 570, which is a body composition analyzer. You can measure muscle, fat, and water levels within your body, which is super cool. And then behind Cody, you have some built-ins with LED lighting, your punching bag that is leather wrapped, and this is the exposed steel column that I was talking about earlier, and giving this space a nice, powerful stance. Now, let's go back out so we can check out the wellness center, which is absolutely incredible. But before we go in there, I want to talk about this design. We saw this tree in the found room, and this was the tree that fell over from the neighbor's property that already preserved and turned into this really cool feature. Essentially, they wrapped this dead tree with real and full plants and created this colorful, interactive, I'm gonna say art piece, and it looks crazy. It complements this area so well. Never seen anything like it.
I haven't either, and it really just affirms Artie's commitment to preserving nature. Instead of just throwing this tree away, he made it into an art piece.
Without a doubt. I mean, who looks at a massive dead tree and they're like, I'm gonna preserve it, I'm gonna turn it into a really cool feature to complement a home that I'm designing.
Exactly. It's really cool.
It's super cool. And then we have this glass door leading us to the wellness center. Please come on in. I don't think I've ever seen a space like this in my life. I mean, where do I begin with the details? Look at the ceiling treatment with all these branches. We have rain heads, indoor pool, steps taking you to the other side, misters, interactive digital screens, beautiful natural stone slabs that are all roof matched, moonlighting throughout. I mean, there are so many details to cover here. Just look at how you're being welcomed to this wellness center. It is just so cool. We have this flagstone pattern with astroturf, and then these steps take you to the other side. In fact, Cody, let's go this way. Same mosaic tile that we saw in the main pool, they also have it here, and then your natural stone raised jacuzzi. Behind that, you can see your hot and cold plunge. And again, we have misters, rain heads, shower heads, built-in benches, and you can actually go all the way to the other side where we have a covered seating area with a fire pit. If you want, you can also enclose this section because we have motorized sliding glass doors. And I'm just in awe. The fact that space like this exists within a home is incredible. Now, Cody, why don't we take everybody to the other side because we have few other sections. You can also see the lounging beds here, and on the other side, we have a red light therapy machine, which is a really nice touch. Next to that, we have a massage room. And I want to specifically go in here because RD and his team pay tremendous attention setting the mood, setting the energy for each one of these spaces. When you walk into this room, it is a little bit warmer. You have scents, you have padded walls. It just has a nice softer feel with these two massage tables. And it's just a sensory experience to walk around this property and interact with each one of these spaces. Now, next, we're gonna go this way. I'm actually gonna take these steps. Here, we have a glass door that opens up to your sauna. Next to that is your open walk-in shower with a steam feature. The book matching in there is stunning. And then you have the rest of the space here. This is unbelievable. Again, I have never seen a spa, a wellness center like this before. But when you look at this property, analyze its features and details, it doesn't come with a surprise that it has a space like this. Now, I want to take everybody back to the landing so we can continue our tour for the rest of this floor. Now, we have a gallery space here that takes you all the way to the garage. But before we go there, I actually want to take everybody this way to the landing of the movie theater. To my left, we have the popcorn machine, candy station, and to my right, we have this really cool digital part. They call this piece Clockwork, and you basically have a hammer that swings, and a digital image of this girl who is trying to avoid this hammer, which is so cool and different.
It really is. It's a really cool juxtaposition between physical and digital art. Like the girl is basically a hologram, but the hammer is physical. So when it passes through, it just makes you think, and it's a really cool location to put it in, right in front of the movie theater.
Absolutely. It captivates your attention. You just want to look at it, and there you go.
Yep.
And it's just a nice touch right before the movie theater. In fact, let's go in. Without a doubt, one of the most impressive spaces within this property. We have a 4-tier seating movie theater with a Dolby Atmos surround sound. And Cody, you can get close up. We have cup holders that are cooled and heated. Then you have your USB chargers. Obviously, these are motorized recliner chairs, so they're super comfortable. And check this out. I want to show everybody how this space feels on a movie setting. There we go. It is so immersive. We have a massive screen on the other side. And I'm going to turn the lights back on so we can tour the rest of the room. Again, you have your 4-tier seating, so you can enjoy the space with your friends and family. I love the volume and how the walls of each side taper towards the screen so it pulls your attention towards this section. And then on the lower level, you have this more casual lounge-like seating area, so you can use this space for different occasions. And in fact, a few days ago, we got a chance to watch one of the flight scenes from Top Gun. And it was sensational. The bass, sound effects, visuals. It was just phenomenal. I mean, you have a real movie theater.
It was insane. The bass you could feel through these scenes was crazy. And like you said, you have your own movie theater at home. There's no reason to leave.
There is absolutely no reason to leave. And yeah, lower level is all about the amenities, and we have this fantastic space here. Now, let's go back to the gallery so we can continue our tour. The gallery space here features this really nice seating area, all these portraits, art lighting, and all the furnishings and accessories in this house comes as part of the offering. I know I've been so passionate trying to cover every single room, feature, and detail in this house, but obviously the way it's furnished is extremely important. It complements the overall aesthetic of the property. That's why I wanted to mention that. Now, to my right, we have this glass enclosed wine cellar. I love the entry frame, and these doors were actually imported from India. I love all the details, and as we open them up, it leads us to this really cool wine cellar where we can store up to 3,000 bottles. It's also temperature controlled, nice and cool here. Check this out. The bottles that we have in this space, they're Aria wine. They are harvested in Pacific Palisades, bottled in Napa, and they're not for sale. So you either have to be friends or family with Aria Group, or you have to be their client to get this wine, which I thought was a nice, clever touch. And obviously, it fills the space really nicely. And then we have this rustic table right in the center. Now, let's go back to the gallery space. Next up, we have this lounge area, sectional couch, solid with coffee table, solid with bench. And this is the section that we talked about off of the foyer because we have the ceiling above us all opened up all the way to the main level, so you get great natural light. You can hear the water features, benefit from the natural air that comes into this space, and we have more digital art here. I feel like these art pieces make these rooms or these areas so much more interactive. It's fascinating to look at. It's just so interesting.
It really is. We also have one of these pieces in the show kitchen too. So it's a theme around the entire house, and it's just very, very unique.
And also one in the massage room.
Yes.
They have it throughout the property. And yeah, you have an exquisite seating area here. Now next, I'm gonna keep our tour nice and fast as we still have so many different areas to cover. Foosball table, and then we have a glass enclosure to our left, sliding glass door here, sealing off this section. We have two seating areas here. I love this rustic rug closing up this section, and then side we have a massive screen with mood lighting. It's just a great spot for you to kick back, relax, watch something here. And on the other side of this room, we have an amazing bar. This level is perfect for entertainment. You have your piano around the corner, bar on this side. There's also a powder room around the corner here. And you may be wondering why we have so many of these seating and entertainment sections here, and we'll explain that a little bit more later. Now follow me this way so we can check out this exquisite garage. I know we talked about the space off of the motor court. The same driveway that brings you up to the property also arrives to this section. In fact, behind the curtains here, we have the garage. This is a great space. You can easily park 6 to 8 cars here. I love the moonlighting throughout. And to my right, we have this stunning black Mercedes SLS, iconic car. And I believe I forgot to mention when we were on the motor court, we also had a really nice Jaguar XK 150 there. And then to our right, we have this iconic LaFerrari. I cannot believe the fact that this car is 11 years old and it still looks so beautiful, especially with the lighting here. Cody, I'm gonna open up the door so we can check out the interior. What a stunning vehicle, and it complements the space so well. Now, there's actually one more detail here that I would like to cover in regards to the garage. As you all can see, we have all these lounging areas, bar, and this garage has a really cool party trick. With a push of a button, you can turn on the lights, turn on the music, can we hit it? And turn this garage into an amazing nightclub. And there you go. I think this is the best second use case for any space I've ever seen. What a great idea to turn your garage into a nice, intimate nightclub and have all these different seating areas and make the best of your lower level. And yeah, and just enjoy your life in this.
I think this building, even though it uses as a home, it probably has about 100 different separate spaces. And we tried very hard to define what the end user experiences are in each one of these spaces and build and design around that experience rather than designing and trying to fit the experience into that design. We always try to create these moments. Everywhere there's places to sit, everywhere there's places to congregate, everywhere there's places to sit around and have a conversation or have a cup of tea. In a very different scale, we try to create those kind of connections with other people, provide the platform, the catalyst for those connections.
Or almost facilitate that even further more.
But completely, the objective is to create that experience. And whatever it costs, it costs. Privacy and security becomes an important factor in these particular homes. We go all of our way that very little or no part of the house is exposed to the street. And we want to make sure that they respect that. This is their place.
Some would argue this is the most amount of technology I've seen in India in regards to modernization aspects, in regards to technology, how that interacts. But behind this humble approach, you and your team managed to hide the technological and technical aspects of this home extremely well. And it ties into that welcoming experience.
Our thought over the years always has been, how do we create these things that are easy to use? This home has a very exquisite way of combining technologies that are behind the scene into someone's lifestyle by creating menus that you choose. It's there to serve you. And we definitely have pushed the envelope on technology at many different levels, and we'll continue to do that. My biggest expectation is that they're inspired, they're comfortable, and they're not intimidated by the building. They feel that the building is there to serve them.
Take your money to the next level with high yield cash from Robinhood Gold. Sign up now for just $5 a month.
Introducing Subway's new fresh value menu. 15 different protein pack choices, all for under $5. With new 6-inch deli face, $3.99. Protein pockets, $3.99. And a 6-inch sub of the day, $4.99. Always freshly made, always available every single day.
Emergency alert. Bills are due. Wallet's empty. What do? I've got Bridget. They got my back with $25 to $250 cash in minutes. No credit check, no late fees, and no interest. Just tap Get Cash and breathe easily, y'all. Take Bridget back when you can. No hassles at all. Now remember, Bridget is a transparent, affordable way to help you stay on track with your finances. Download Bridget today.
Oh, shit. Athena Joy, what's up?
Now, the second floor of this property
Ella.
is where we have the majority of the guest suites, including the primary bedroom. But before we talk about
Ella
these
was in
spaces,
here.
I
Athena
should
Joy,
bring
what's up?
everybody's attention back to the staircase. I know we talk about this feature on every single level, but
Ella
on
was
this
in
floor
here.
we have something really special. Now, behind the
Ah,
staircase,
Miss
we have
Ella.
this steel case bifolding door that opens up and connects the staircase and this level to the outdoors, which is absolutely phenomenal. I have never seen
Damn, I missed
a
that.
design like this before, and the fact that this vast open space opens up to the outdoors, this is crazy.
The projection of the stained glass on all of the walls looks so cool, and it's just a massive door that opens up to the nature.
It is a cool party trick, and I just love how you can bring nature back into the property on the second floor. Now, the next space I want to cover is this open seating area that's right.
Love you with no fear. We can do this thing together. Close your eyes.
Ever, and it's just a cozy space for your friends and family to get together. And in fact, on the other side, we have this look down area where you can see your grand living room and those massive pivot doors opening up this vast space.
Athena,
to
if you can hear me,
an
thanks
amazing
for the
backyard. And
super
Cody,
chat.
let me get a close up. This is a really cool art piece. It's a Vespa motorcycle made out of ceramic by a Turkish artist. Complements this corner really well. And next to this, art piece. We have a really cool coffee station. Can we get a close up? I feel like a kid in a candy store looking at these spaces, but it is organized so meticulously, and it's tempting. But
It really is.
yeah, we have to continue our tour. Next up on the other side, we have this really cool lounge area with a double-sided fireplace that faces the staircase. You'll also have this massive door opening up to your grounds on the back. Love this cabinetry here, and we're gonna see pieces like this throughout this level that I'll point out. Now follow me this way. We talked about the library off of the office. In fact, we have this glass enclosed section, and the door here opens up to the second floor of the library. I really, really like this space, how exquisite it is. And then we have this massive picture window showcasing the landscaping that's on the backside of the property, bringing that nature element back into the space. And you can also see your office area here. Look at all these floating shelves that are LED lit, accessories, books. This is such an exquisite space. And going back to the hallway, we have 3 guest suites on this wing, primary bedroom on the other side. That's why we're gonna flow this way and continue our tour with the first bedroom suite. I really like how cozy this room is. Now the same white plank French oak hardwood floors, king size bed, and every little detail in this room is so well thought out between the sheets, furnishings, accessories. And then we have the sliding glass doors opening up to this balcony where you can see your motor court. And I also really like how they have the blackout curtains tucked behind the bed, behind this fabric wall, and also with a push of a button, you can close your sliding glass doors and truly seal off this room and black it out, which is a really nice touch. And not to mention, we also have a fireplace here, TV. This is definitely a very cozy space. Now, behind Cody, we have the walk-in closet, and then around the corner, coming back to the entry of this room, we have this glass door opening up to the bathroom. The natural stone used in this space is so exquisite. We have marble countertops, marble back wall, brass fixtures, details, and even more importantly, toiletries in this space. When Artie and his team curate an experience for the people who are going to live in this space, they think of everything, all the way to their vanities and the things they may need if they live in this home. How cool is this?
It's so smart just being able to provide the entire experience right as soon as you walk in.
This is beautiful. And then look at this marble carved freestanding tub with a brass tub pillar, your corner exposure. You have amazing views, super private. And then on the other side, we have this glass enclosed walk-in shower. And look at the details here. They use the same marble on the floors, on the walls. You have a shower unit, shampoo niche. This is a beautiful walk-in shower. Now, let's go back to the entry of this bedroom so we can go to the other side. We have 2 more bedroom suites here that are pretty similar to each other. So we will tour the one that's on our left-hand side. As soon as we walk in, the first detail that catches my eye is this opening. How it frames the view on the outside and brings the landscaping into this space. We also have a seamless transition to the outdoor balcony. We have some nice planters here. And we talked about these blinds earlier. They have it throughout the property. And right now we have 50% open, so you can still see the view, but control the light that comes in. Or with a push of a button, you can actually close them and provide additional privacy. You can open them back up. Again, it allows you to control the natural light that comes into the room. And when you're done, they can simply tuck back up to the ceiling and open up this space to the outdoors all the way. Now, going back into the room, you have the fireplace on this side with a TV. Obviously, these bedroom suites are very spacious. You have this really cool curved wall that opens up to your bathroom. And just like the other guest suites, you have a king-size bed here, fabric wall, blackout curtains, again, tucked behind the bed. And this is just a fantastic space that has it all. You have a desk around the corner, individual temperature controlled settings for each one of these suites. And when you're ready, you can just simply go this way to your bathroom. Same white plank hardwood floors continue into this space. Then we have this freestanding tub that's carved out of marble. The opening that I just talked about comes in handy that way. From your tub, you can still enjoy these views. And then around the corner, we have this glass enclosed walk-in shower that is great size. It's marble clad throughout with the shower unit. And then we have the water closet here. Two details I would like to cover. Number one, do not disturb signs, super cool. And then we have the glass enclosure here that's frosted on the lower section and it's clear on top to allow natural light in to the water closet. Next to that, we have the vanity. They use the same natural stone to frame this section with brass light fixtures, floating vanity, accessories, toiletries, candles, and lastly, we have another glass enclosure here that opens up to a walk-in closet, and this space has the shoe racks, hangers, LED lighting, built-in cabinetry, your drawers, pretty much everything you need. Gorgeous guest suite. But now I want to take everybody back to the landing so we can check out the right wing where we have the pajama lounge and the entire primary bedroom suite, which is going to take us a minute or two to cover. Now, welcome to this cozy space. This is a room that's very near and dear to Artie, the way it's designed and its purpose. Around the corner, we have a really cool fireplace TV, all these open shelves, books, accessories, and it is a room for families to gather, for kids to hang out, have a little private, intimate moment to themselves. That's why there are no windows in this space, but we actually have a clear glass detail above to bring some natural light. Then we have this fabric back wall with the curved details, and they also custom designed this couch to accommodate this section. And the seating here is super comfortable. I feel like this room really complements the bedroom suites that we have on this level. Now, I want to take everybody back to this room's entry because on the other side, we have the elevator landing, and the door here opens up to the primary bedroom. And before you walk in, you also see the biometric reader here, making sure that you are the person that is supposed to be staying in this room. In fact, let's go inside. The entry of this room takes you to the different sections of the primary bedroom suite. To my right, you have the elevator landing. The door here opens up to the back section of the walk-in closet, and this walk-in closet is phenomenal. We're gonna see that later. If you go straight, you can go to the bathroom, but we wanna take everybody this way so we can check out the bedroom itself, which is phenomenal. You have the entire corner opening up. Seamless transition to the outdoors where we have the terrace dedicated to the primary bedroom. That is anchored right in the center of the room. And before we cover this section, I actually want to bring everybody this way. We got a gorgeous linear fireplace here with a natural stone surround and a built-in seating area. Now, it may seem interesting to have the fireplace on the back side of the bed, but when you understand the intention and design behind it, it makes perfect sense. We have the built-in seating here that can easily turn into a day bed. Now you have the fireplace on the other side to complement your experience. It's like having a campfire, and to take that experience furthermore, you can also open up this massive motorized skylight that is above us. In fact, buddy, let's hit it. Now you're truly immersing yourself to the outdoors, and you can simply look up to the sky and see the stars and have a room that is truly in harmony with nature. Isn't this insane?
Everyone always dreams of being able to see the stars from your bed, but in this bedroom, it's actually possible.
It is actually possible. Not to mention, we also have screens for this opening, blackout if you wanted to, and obviously you can close the skylight back on. And now we actually want to take everybody this way so we can check out the custom bed. Obviously, the built-in seating on the back really helps this bed to be anchored to the center of the room between your sheets, pillows, bedside tables that are floating. It looks very exquisite. And let's not forget your viewing experience. That's why they have a pop-up TV here. But if you want to take it a step further, you have a drop-down screen that's above us, your surround sound, black house, and just like the other bedroom suites, the blackout shades come from behind the wall, so it's not obstructing any of your views. You can just simply have this space open, flowing to the outdoors. In fact, I actually want to take everybody this way so we can check out this cozy seating area for the primary bedroom. floating fireplace with an open corner. Love this antique cabinet. And this section is also very cozy, intimate, and it flows to this outdoor terrace. Now, to my left, we have a koi pond here with a fire pit. And this is the section that we saw down at the fountain room and the wellness center where we have that preserved tree. And this is technically the skylight that is above that opening. Now, continuing this way, we have glass railing throughout. It's a great size outdoor terrace with multiple different seating and lounging areas. You can look down to your grounds, enjoy the views of the city, and we have additional lounging areas on this side. Just a great outdoor space. Now, I want to take everybody this way. Just like the rest of this floor, we also have the outdoor blinds here. And Cody, can we frame the bedroom one more time? Again, this king size bed looks so beautiful. I love the fact that we have a motorized skylight here, opening up this entire space and every single detail, sheets, accessories, lighting. The overall energy is really well thought out in this bedroom suite. Now, I want to take everybody this way. We have a really exciting space ahead of us. Behind this pocket door, we have the primary bathroom. And let me tell you, we have so many details to cover here. It's a room on its own. You have a seating area in the center, fireplace, TV, and then you have all these different corners, sections, features for you to indulge yourself in. Now, to my right, we have a marble freestanding tub, taking advantage of this corner. And we also have the exterior blinds on right now. And with a push of a button, obviously, you can close them and have the ultimate privacy you need in this bathroom. In fact, the next space I want to show everyone is the walk-in shower. And the moment you turn on one of the fixtures here, these blinds automatically close to provide you that privacy. You don't even have to think about it, which is a nice synchronization that's planned into the home automation. Now, this shower truly has it all. We have handheld, steam feature, body fixtures, your shampoo niche, which is this really cool lighting element, your regular shower head, and then we have two rain heads above us. And if that's not enough for you, there's also a glass door here opening up to an outdoor shower. But my favorite detail within the shower are these stone benches that are hand chiseled, bringing that organic, natural element into the walk-in shower as well. And obviously, the size here is fantastic. Now, Cody, let's take everybody back into the bathroom because I want to quickly go to the other side. We have two glass enclosed water closets. And the first closet is actually situated on this side. Let's go right in. Gorgeous island that's right in the center, stone clad with backlighting. And this is where we have the majority of the drawers. And the rest of the room features these built-in cabinets with glass fronts so you can see the clothes that you have in these spaces, built-in LED lighting, thin frame doors. And this is a fantastic closet, but wait till you see the other closet that we have on the other side. That one is on another level. And before we leave this space, I also want to talk about this detail. It's super fun. Look at these leather wrapped hangers. They're so exquisite. I love good craftsmanship, and I just thought this was such a fun touch. Love it. Now, let's put this hanger back here and continue our tour. We have so much more to see.
That's literally so freaking cool.
Top 5 credit hacks if you have below the 600. And number 1 is kickoff.
This is my favorite credit hack that I literally tell everyone about. If your credit's under 600, you can jump 25 points in your first month. 84 points in just your first year with one-time payment. Sign up and you can get up to a $3,500 kickoff with no credit. I have yet to find an easier way to raise credit, so here's how it works. You just pay a couple bucks a month and put your payments on autopay so they're almost paid on time.
Just set it once and you're done.
Kickoff reports off to the major credit bureaus. You can apply so fast with no credit check, hidden fees, and zero interest. It's the #1 credit builder in the App Store.
It's easy to use, signing up is fast, and it's helping a lot of people out.
There's a reason over a million people have used Kickoff. It works for me, so I know it can work for you.
Download Kickoff right now.
There are so many live streams on Whatnot 24/7 that you can join into and buy from. And the coolest part is, you never know what you're going to find in a given show. From the latest release to vintage packs that are 20 years old, once you find something you like, you can buy it and watch it be opened live with a bunch of other collectors who will be rooting you on. You don't have to wait for your package to show up. You get to watch your pack get opened live and instantly see if you get to pull the chase card you're looking for, or whatever it is you're going to pull. The last step, of course, is to wait until your new cards get sent directly to you. Not only do you have a chance to pull your chase card or get a piece for your collection that you've wanted for a long time, but doing it with a bunch of other people watching in a live stream makes that moment so much more memorable. Whatnot makes that possible. Now that you got the basics of ripping packs on Whatnot, what will you look to find? Download Whatnot today to start ripping packs.
Now on the other side, we have this elevated section here with these two columns, and on the back of the columns, they have these open shelves that are LED LED. Now I want to acknowledge these columns because these are really nice touches to this bathroom, and I just love the stone, the vein structure, and the fabrication here. And then you step up to the elevated section, and we have two onyx fabricated vanities here. These vanities are so elegant, timeless, and I just love the seamless fabrication here. You can barely tell the lines and how the sink section was fabricated. Beautiful brass fixtures. Look at your medicine cabinet. It's fully stocked with all of your products. Again, attention to detail. There's also a really nice light fixture above, and you have another vanity on the other side of this section. This is fantastic, and also the floors here are heated. Wanted to mention that. Now, the doors behind me open up to the main closet of this bedroom, and it is absolutely stunning. Let me take everybody in. This space is a show of its own. I mean, where do I begin with the details? Look at this oversized island with this backlit stone and the vein structure. Then we have this gorgeous light fixture, wood plank ceilings, modern cabinetry with glass fronts. I mean, this is not a walk-in closet. It's a full-blown boutique, and I just love the scale here. Now, before I go into more details, Cody, can we actually pan towards this side? Remember that queen balcony that I mentioned by the upper kitchen? It's actually right here. You just have this cool moment straight from your primary closet. And again, going back into the space, look at the cabinetry here. In fact, I'm going to open up some of these drawers that are suede wrapped for different purposes. And obviously, the cabinetry operates so smoothly. There you go. And the overall scale of the space, how wide these walkways are, is quite impressive. And then you look around the mood lighting, the cabinetry, how everything complements each other. It really is an experience to walk the space and utilize it. Now, you have this curved wall design that we've been seeing throughout the property, and they place these long floating shelves that are lined with this really soft fabric, and it's just a great place for you to showcase your shoes. You have the LED lighting. What a closet.
It really is, and it's crazy that this closet almost rivals some of the most prestigious stores that you would see in Beverly Hills, Rodeo Drive.
I was gonna say, I feel like I'm on Rodeo Drive right now.
Exactly, and you have that in the comfort of your own home, which is really incredible.
Yes. And then when you're ready, you come over to this side. It's like a little seating nook. You have a three-sided mirror that I'm going to show in a second, but first, I want to take everybody to this side because we have a really cool surprise. There's an additional closet here that actually opens up straight to your bathroom, and they call this space the seasonal closet. It's a great area for you to separate your clothes that you're currently wearing right now versus clothes that you may not be actively wearing at the moment. So you can create a nice separation between your wardrobes. And I mean, who doesn't want more storage and cabinetry space? And on top of that, you got this gorgeous island in the center with this stunning stone. Another great closet. Now, let's walk back in because we got to talk about this three-sided mirror. I must admit, it's been challenging to showcase this home because there are so many different areas and features to cover. And I want to do justice, obviously. And then you have a three-sided mirror here that's LED lit. You get to see yourself in head to toe, which is nice. And when you're done, you can simply close it off. And Cody, let's continue our tour because we have more to see. Welcome to the Glen Room. I know, this is really exciting. I mean, what a fantastic space for you to try some clothes on, get ready for your day or your night. And it's designed really efficiently where you have some open shelving here where you can hang your clothes. The cabinetry looks stunning. And then on the other side, you have your makeup area. And I must say, this desk setup, the corners, the cabinetry, it is stunning. And then you have your illuminated mirror here, gorgeous light fixture above. There's even an hair washing station here. But before we go into the space a little bit more, why don't I take everybody here, open up these glass doors so we can take a look at the staircase here. This is that little Juliet balcony that we've been seeing throughout the tour. It just gives you this really cool view straight from your primary closet, which is so nice. I'm going to quickly close the doors here, continue to the next section. I mean, how nice that your glam room comes with a hair washing station as well. This is where you can have your hair treatments done. And going this way, we also have a really nice coffee/wine bar. I love Aria Group's enthusiasm, their attention to detail when it comes to designing and curating each one of these spaces, these experiences. I mean, look at the coffee bar here. You have your open shelf, glasswares, LED light, the moody feel, and I love how they filled up each one of these drawers with coffee pods, all these snacks, chocolates. I mean, this looks very tempting, very inviting, and I just love it. I mean, even their Nespresso machine is leather wrapped. This is fantastic. And in case you're wondering where the door behind you opens up, this actually takes you to the very first closet that we toured earlier. And lastly, if you open up this door, you arrive back to the entry of the primary bedroom. Full circle. Now I'm going to open up the elevator here because the next space that we're going to be touring is really exciting. It is the rooftop deck, and without a doubt, it's one of the most impressive spaces we have within this property. Welcome to the top floor of this property where we have an amazing rooftop deck. But before we go outside, I actually want to cover some of the details here at the landing. We have a glass roof above us bringing natural light, and the same curved lines that we've been seeing throughout the property is also featured here, and I really like the design of the ceiling that's wood panel. Then on the back, you can see those bifold hanger doors bringing additional light to the landing, and what makes this space so fun is the fact that we have a massive hanger door here, opening up this enclosed space to the outdoors. I mean, the span is fantastic. These doors are all steel frame, custom designed for this property, and it opens up this landing area to this over 12,000 square foot rooftop terrace, which is absolutely phenomenal. We're going to see so many different areas, moments for you to enjoy. Now, the first space we have in front of us is the dance floor, and the floor design here is actually a massive screen, which makes your experience that much more intuitive. Now, above us, you can see this steel frame structure with a motorized awning. That way you can bring additional shade and privacy to this space if you need to. Now, we have this elevated section with a future pool, and there's a nice outdoor seating area here with a fire pit. And the views you get from this section are phenomenal. We have the Bel Air Country Club right in front of us, all this greenery and nature that's around us. And within the top floor, we still have over 12,000 square feet of space. It's so impressive. In fact, Cody, follow me this way so we can check out the left wing of the rooftop terrace. Now we have the first outdoor seating area here. I'm going to keep our tour nice and fast on this level. Elevated section here with another feature pool, lounging bed, seating area on the back, and beautiful olive tree that's right in the center. Then on the back, we have an outdoor kitchen with a gas grill, pizza oven, bar seating, and this is your outdoor dining area. They also brought the water element to this section, and then you have a motorized awning here. They call these sunshade sails, and with a push of a button, you can open up the top and bring additional light if you need to, and we also have a space heater on this side. Now follow me this way. We have more built-in planters with olive trees, and at night, these trees light up beautifully. And then you have another lounging area here. This same feature pool continues to the other side. This is the outdoor seating area that we talked about earlier with a fire pit, and we still have so much more to see. Now on this level, there are multiple powder rooms I'm going to quickly skip them so we can go to the other side. And the same theme continues on the right wing where we have multiple different areas, moments for you to enjoy. Another outdoor lounging area, views of the city, and I really like these built-in planters, bringing additional light and privacy to the space. And then we have this elevated section with this antique glass enclosure. Artie and his team took the structure, refurbished it, enclosed it, so they created this really cool, cozy, quaint seating area. And California nights can get cold, so it's nice to have a space like this with a fire pit. And how cool is this space? You would never assume a moment like this would exist on a rooftop, but this is what they do, and that's what makes this home so exciting. You have so many different surprises and elements and experiences throughout. Now, Cody, why don't you stay there so we can continue our tour because you have a fantastic perspective. Another outdoor screen. Then we have a really nice bar area here with additional seating, and around the corner we have a full bathroom with a walk-in shower. And then on the other side we have another spacious lounging area with a fire pit. I mean, there are so many fire features in this property. And then you step up to this section where we have the shallow pool and this incredible jacuzzi. I really like the design of this jacuzzi, how it sits above the surface. And then we have another one of these containers that are motorized. And to complement the entire ambiance here, you have this water feature, which might be a little bit loud on our microphones right now. You have the rocks, the way the water flows through the shallow pool, how you have the privacy screen. I mean, what an incredible space for you to enjoy within the rooftop of your home. And if that wasn't enough, I actually want to take everybody to the other side, and we have different areas here for you to enjoy. First, you get this cozy seating area with a fire pit. I really like how they dressed the sculpture there with some landscaping. And then going this way, you have your Buddha sculpture, cold plunge sauna. But before we check out the sauna, I want to actually bring everybody this way. We have an endless pool here. This pool was designed by Michael Phelps. And you have built-in swim against jets. That way you can train here. And then you have the jacuzzi on the other side. I mean, it's incredible. This home, within every single moment, every single corner, provides you a feature or an experience unlike any other property I've ever seen. It's quite impressive. And lastly, we have the outdoor sauna. Now I'm going to open up the door here because this sauna gets phenomenal views of the golf course, and look how cozy this space is. You have a sauna within your rooftop. Amazing. Now, I love the intentionality behind this property, how every single room, every single space is curated to perfection, curated to elevate your lifestyle, and it's been an honor touring a property that was designed by Artie and his team. I mean, seeing how every single one of these rooms live, seeing how you interact with this property has been an experience, and there's only one thing left for us to do, and that is to see how this property evolves throughout the night.
Clorox Scentiva. Cleans like Clorox. Smells like cherry blossom.
Lights on.
I didn't understand you.
Morning.
Hello. Instead of building new ways for machines to talk to people,
Enjoy.
Chase is building new places for people to talk to people. Hi, welcome in.
Hi.
Chase, make more of what's yours.
With built-in intelligence, your battery saves power and updates are automatic. So even if work interrupts you, your Dell Pro won't.
Make them dream about it. Come here, boy. Make it at a price that'll let you sleep soundly. Don't just feed them. Make a meal of it with Chow Chow.
when the sun starts going down, there's this really truly magical experience starts to happen. It's the time that all the amazing colors start showing up in the sky. Night is about, again, contrast, duality between light and dark. We look at essentially the lighting as a very important element and be able to play with it, manipulate it in a way that works with whatever your moves are. And the warmth of the fire, the warmth of the light that you experience, I think is magical.
How do you feel now that it's over and you're seeing the end result? You're walking around and experiencing the space. How does it make you feel?
I have a sort of mixed feeling. One is that, okay, what else can we do to make it even better? The other one is that one day will come that it's no longer belongs to us, belongs to someone else.
It's a bit bittersweet.
Definitely bittersweet. I feel that this building has its own identity, and that identity is very personal. It's about individuality, it's about something that expresses someone for no good reason, just us. I am so fortunate to have the privilege of doing what I love to do. This is a journey, it's not an outcome, it's not a destination. And every day I want to learn something new. And that's what drives me, that gives me a sense of purpose. And that's what makes these kind of products come true.
Alright, everyone, that's it from Villa Sierra. Hope you'll enjoy this episode. It's been an incredible experience touring this property and sharing it with all of you. Without a doubt, one of the highlights of our channel. We've enjoyed every minute we've spent here, and for that, I want to give big thanks to Artie Tavangeri and his team at Aria Group for making this tour possible. Now, you can find more information about Villa Sierra in the description of this video. Make sure to check it out. And lastly, if you enjoyed our tour, give us a like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.
protein, 100% real milk. Nestle, get your quick win.
Introducing the new Gillette Labs Body Razor, our safest body shave ever. Gillette.
This is a newly constructed contemporary mega mansion here in the mountains of Bel Air, Los Angeles. It has a beautiful curved infinity edge pool, amazing design elements both inside and outside the structure. It also has an underground movie theater, private gym, wellness center, pool skylights, and a primary bedroom suite with some impressive views. Today, we're going to tour this property in its entirety. Before we do, make sure to subscribe. We're touring more homes just like this one every week on the channel. Huge thank you to our good friends at the Myman Group for making this tour possible. Now let's begin. We're here today in bright and sunny Bel Air, Los Angeles, California. My favorite neighborhood here in Los Angeles to tour these homes. And we're about to show you guys this impressive, newly constructed 16,000 square foot mega mansion right in front of me now. That's a lot of words to describe. I understand that, but you're going to see why, okay? This is one of the best new construction properties available in this neighborhood. Again, you're going to see why. Just stick around throughout this video. First of all, you look down below, beautiful cobblestone driveway actually takes you to the very front entrance of the property. Amazing water feature greets you as you enter. But before we see that section, I want to actually backtrack just a second here. There's a couple things we need to unpack. So I want you guys to understand how you enter this property. You have this code which opens up your first car gate, which leads you into that first motor court that we did just show you with the cobblestone driveway. And you actually have this second private gate right here. It is currently closed, but this actually takes you down below to the subterranean 8-car garage. Very impressive garage. I should mention that garage also has some of the best views in Bel Air, which we'll see in a second. Also, they've wrapped beautiful stonework across this exterior entryway. And guys, also, if you take a look at some of these overhead shots of this underground driveway here, it looks so impressive from up in the air. One of the more unique driveways we've seen on the channel, and it gets amazing views, guys. Take a look over here to my left-hand side. This is the mountain of Bel Air, Los Angeles. Utica's down below. Amazing homes all across, but they're far away, so you're not going to see you. But this is a crazy view. And the view actually gets crazy. So stick around with us. More of that complementary stone towards the left, like we saw with the exterior of the home. Beautiful plant life features surround the exterior of this home, making it more private that gate is closed, it's like a fortress. No one even knows this property exists until they come through the gates, which is very good. Now, towards my right, beautiful water feature is, again, kind of curved here. It's a very long water feature as well. It's got to be 25, maybe 30 feet long, which is pretty spacious for a water feature. And again, it complements the entry so well. It greets you every time you enter the space. Now, cobblestone continues. If you actually take a look here to the right-hand side, you have this pedestrian gates, which takes you into the backyard. Also, let's talk about exterior architecture, materials, etc. Again, more of that beautiful stonework here, and it's actually complemented with this exterior travertine, which is an earth tone stone detail. And that actually extends all the way up to the roof line of the property. And then you can also see up above there that you have some vertical wooden pillars, which actually encloses a courtyard seating area, which is up above near some guest bedrooms, which we'll see later. And you can also see across the other sides of the property, also takes on a very contemporary and chic look here. You also see more of the vertical wooden panels throughout. This home is impressive. And also, I should mention, we have a curved infinity edge pool to the left. We'll see it later. Stone steps lead you up to the front door. Beautiful plant life. The landscaping in this home is truly immaculate. You'll see more of it a bit later. Covered entry. You also have speakers up above here at your covered entry too. So it is a smart home. You can play the music anywhere in this home. Now let's talk about this wooden pivot door. This is one of the more solid wooden pivot doors I've seen. I mean, this thing has to weigh at least like 1,000, maybe 1,500 pounds. This thing is massive. And also, let's talk about the design of it briefly. So you have some rectangular espresso tone wood paneling throughout, and then you have these stone accents, these dark stones, and they've actually fabricated the handle right here, so it is a bit concealed. Such a crazy front door, such a crazy way to greet your guests every time they enter your property. Hello guys, welcome to my house. This is my 1,500-pound front door. This is crazy. Now, I also want to mention something right here. If you take a look, this is actually a bit of a mid-century take on this modern property, but they've included some floor-to-ceiling glass, which looks directly out to your plant life and some of the beautiful exterior stonework that we see. But I call it mid-century because they've also introduced, again, the use of that espresso tone wood, and this type of plant life is seen more often in mid-century properties. Plus, that stone also is too. This is impressive. Now you can see we've actually made it to the inside of the property. Seating section, right when you walk in. There's a lot to unpack here, guys. This is a very special property, newly constructed, 2024 build. It's impressive. Now, if you take a look to the right, this is the tablet. It's not an iPad, it is a tablet, and it controls the entire property here. So, for example, you can control items such as the music, the security cameras, the intercom, which is the code box we saw at the front, so you can talk to people who are trying to get in. You can, of course, control the lights. You can also, of course, control the pool lights, the water features, control everything from the screen, or you can control it from your phone. Now, these beautiful stone floors lead you into the living space of the property, but also I wanted to mention that they have paneled all of these walls here in the entrance beautifully. You also have some vertical wooden panels, really giving a nice accent to this space. And these walls are actually curved, so every time you enter the property, you actually kind of make this curved roundabout, which takes you into the great room. This space is truly impressive, and again, there's a lot of things to unpack here, so we're going to start one by one. First of all, impressive contemporary seating space greets you every time you enter this great room. You've got the dining table in front of me. Then further past that space, that's where we have access into your kitchen and your main family room. We also get direct backyard access from this specific living room, and that backyard has a curved infinity edge pool, which we'll see a little bit later. Now, downstairs is all about entertaining. Now, that's where you have, of course, your pool table, movie theater, amazing seating seating sections, wine cellar. You have this crazy lounge, which is underneath your pool, and you also have your 8-car garage, plus a gym, plus a sauna, steam room, indoor hot tub, and then the floor above us contains a remaining portion of the guest bedrooms for the house, and you also have a beautiful primary suite, which occupies the entire left wing of that upper level, and that space also has some incredible features, which we'll see later. So currently we are in the middle floor of the property, so don't worry, we'll see this house in its entirety. This may be a long video, I'm just going to tell you right now, because there's a lot to see. Now, like I said, contemporary seating space greets you as you enter. We've got the earth tone stone floors, and then you can see they've introduced more of that travertine stone to the interior of the property here. Now, this goes from the floor all the way up to the ceiling right here. And you can also see that you've got this impressive glass enclosed fireplace, and they've actually introduced some nook shelving crafted within this travertine here on either side of that fireplace. Now you can also see you have this kind of vertical ridge detail crafted with that travertine, and right above that fireplace is actually brought in these vertical metallic panels right here to give the space more character. And in front of me, that's the formal dining space, which we'll see in a bit. And also, I want you to look above briefly. So, like I said, we have the wall panels, of course, covering this entire side. We have a similar vertical wooden panel detail above, slightly different color. We've also got the recessed LED lights above, illuminating that space. And of course, that takes you to upstairs, downstairs, and the kitchen. But before we see that area, I want to actually take you guys over here to my right-hand side. Now, we're going to take a very interesting route to this office space here. So, you can see we're in the backyard, actually. Beautiful grass patch and the pool, but we're going to talk more about these spaces later. Let's take a look to my left. This is your executive office space. You've got the contemporary furniture throughout, built-in shelving towards my right. You've got the LED light strips above. Of course, all of these cabinets are soft closing, and we have your desk, your work area towards the right as well. And this office space also gets some pretty impressive views of the backyard and Bel Air in the distance. Now, towards the right, you've got this seating space, and it's also complemented with a travertine back wall, vertical wooden panels, stone details, and you have a space heater up above in case it gets cold. Now, let's continue our tour. We are still in the backyard, but we're going to go back inside. We'll show you.
Academy is your new store for sports and outdoors. To find your way, sometimes you have to pave it yourself. Part of the Honda Trail Sport lineup. The CRV Trail Sport Hybrid.
Anthelios UV Air with hyaluronic acid and niacinamide. La Roche-Posay.
Let's get one thing straight. It's not a cheeseburger without a slice of melty goodness. Kraft singles every single time.
USA Safe Pilot, I can save when I road trip safely.
Or USA Safe Pilot Miles, I can save when I staycation. Yeah, with Safe Pilot, you can save when you drive. Or with Safe Pilot Miles, you can save when you don't.
Show you all this later. Also, I should mention that you have these automatic sliding glass doors, which take you directly out, of course, to that backyard. And all of the glass doors in this property actually are automatic, except for some of the guest bedrooms. But here in the great room and up in the primary suite, they're all automatic and operated through a touchscreen, which is pretty cool. Now, here we are. This is the formal dining room section. You've got seating for up to 10 of your guests here at this rectangular table. Like I said, you have more paneled walls towards my left-hand side, recessed lighting down below, and you can see, once again, they've introduced more of this travertine detail paneled on all of these walls here. And we'll see even more of that later on. Now, if we take this hallway to the left, that takes you to the kitchen and the living room area, but before we see that, I'll actually show you a couple more interesting spaces. So we have more earth tone floors all throughout this space, and this is your grand staircase, spiral staircase, I should mention, and this takes you up above to that top floor, which we discussed a bit earlier. You can also see the beautiful wood curvature taking you up that section. This also is paneled with some vertical wood. It looks quite impressive. And I also should mention that you actually have this recessed in light, which borders your entire stair railing here. It looks so cool, especially at this time of day as the sun is going down. You get some natural light above with some curved windows, and this stone spiral staircase just looks beautiful, and it matches the earth tones on the main floor that we see here too. Now taking a look to the right, seating section, of course, next to your spiral staircase. Pretty cool location. And then towards my left, that's your other spiral staircase, and that takes you down below to your entertainment floor, which again we'll see later. You also look towards my left, elevator access taking you to all 3 levels of the property. And then to my right, this space is so cool. This is actually your curved bar. So the countertops are of a similar earth tone stone detail here, again curved beautifully, and all of the wood panels down below also follow that same curvature, matching the space, making it look very symmetrical. If we take a look inside, you can see you've got some floating built-in shelving right here. You also have, of course, LED light strips to illuminate each individual shelf. You've got your sink towards my right-hand side, dishwasher, and more importantly, your very own ice maker. So in case you're hiring a bartender, well, this is going to be the spot for them to relax and hang out for the night because they have their own ice. They don't have to bring it, which is pretty cool. We got some wine glasses up above. Actually, is martini glasses? Martini glasses, my dad's favorite. Oh, for real? Yep. Oh, man. Well, maybe that's what they'll be serving at the next party here if you rent out this home, combine it here for an event. What are your thoughts on that? Let's run a birthday here soon. Yeah, that would be insane. I mean, you guys have literally seen like only 10% of the house. There's so much that you're going to see. Yeah. The pool is my favorite because it's curved. It's crazy. And then under the pool, you see all the caissons that you can like relax next to the caissons. It's just something like I've never seen. It's crazy. But also I wanted to mention here too. So we see this, lightly toned wood detail. This actually covers this entire side of the wall right here. And you've got the vertical wooden paneling in here as well, giving it more character. Artwork throughout. Now, this section to my left contains a closet space, beautiful built-in stone vanity, and you also have powder bathroom number 2 with a similar built-in vanity. Now, we're going to go ahead and exit this private bar section. We still have a lot to see here on this main level, so follow me straight ahead. You've got these curved walls next to the travertine walls, and this is your well-appointed kitchen. Now, there's a lot to see at this kitchen, okay? I'm gonna be honest, there's a lot to unpack here, and we're gonna tell you every single detail possible in the space. Now, first things first, linear center island takes on a very unique shape right here. They have bar seating for 3 guests here at this countertop, but you could of course have more towards the left right here, and also something interesting. So of course you have the standard custom cabinetry below, but if you actually look towards the left, it made it a bit more interesting on this side. So you actually have this floating glass shelving, which is nicely illuminated with these LED light strips, and you actually see similar glass shelving on the back of the kitchen, which we'll talk about in a second. Also, looking to my right, you have a whole lot of storage in this space, soft closing custom cabinetry. You know how we do it here on this channel, okay? You're going to be seeing this in a lot of homes, okay? Soft closing, it's very important to me. Now, towards the right, Miele glass panel wine fridge looks impressive. You can actually store 3 different temperatures of wine in there, which is very cool. Now looking to the right, custom cabinetry of course, but there's a lot more to see. You see more of this earth tone countertop backsplash combination here, and you see espresso machine to my right, built by Miele, and then we have some more custom cabinetry, and then this one's a little different. Okay? Pull out shelving spaces. They actually have the glass panel edges around the section. That's pretty cool. That's real luxury. Now, take a look to my right. That's your informal dining space. I say informal because, first of all, we are right next to the kitchen, but second of all, it's more of like a lounge seating area. And this is, again, more of a mid-century type of feature we're seeing it in this modern home. New construction modern home, which is pretty cool. You're sitting here, you kind of feel like you're at the local coffee shop, the local cafe, but actually you don't have to drive down to that cafe any longer. The cafe is now at your property. You can have a lot of guests here too. At least like 10 people could sit, I'd say, at this space. Circular table, window looks out to the backyard, and that window can actually be opened. All right, let me show you that. That's a pretty crazy feature. Let's see here. Look at that. Ooh. There we go. So you can have some guests sitting right here and sitting out there. You guys can actually hold a conversation, which is pretty cool. You're separated, but you're not too separated, which I do really like. And you have the family room towards my right, which we'll talk about in just a bit. Before we do, there's one more item that we have to discuss. That is the fact that you actually have these huge pocket sliding doors. So you can actually create some separation from your kitchen towards your living area in case you want. You don't have to have it closed, of course, but the option is there. That's pretty cool. Now, one more item we have to talk about the kitchen are these two unique shaded light fixtures that are positioned right above. So this looks awesome. And it's in kind of a similar tone to the rest of the kitchen. Again, we're seeing a lot of earth tones in this property. And if you do remember our tour of the property across the street, that home was built by the same designer of this property, the David Maman Design Group. They built an impressive home across the street. We toured it several months ago. We posted it. And that actually is one of my favorite tours that we've ever done. A lot of people ask me what my favorite house is I've ever toured. Well, I would actually tell you the house across the street. Built by the same guy. We see a lot of the same design elements and materials in this property that we see in the last one. And in the kitchen in the last property, it also had a very unique center island like this with a lot of travertine. It was so cool. Here's the link. It's on either side of the screen. You definitely need to watch that video after you watch this video in its entirety, okay? Don't skip around, please. And please subscribe if you're new to the channel. We're doing house tours like this every week. Now, let's talk about the inner workings of this kitchen. So first things first, stainless steel sink towards my right. If you take a look right here, we have some custom cabinetry, which is soft closing, and it's double the amount of storage right here. Now, back up a little bit for me, please, Mr. Sam, because this is your paneled fridge built by Miele. They do all the fridges in all these homes, and built-in freezer. Now let's continue. Let's see the rest of this kitchen here. So we have custom cabinetry, of course, on either side. You actually have your trash and your recycle towards the right, and then towards the left, Miele dishwasher. You can see that we actually have two different colored custom cabinetries here on either side. The one to my left is a bit more natural, it's a bit lighter, and it's the leave amount of storage. They already have the tongs ready for you. So if you want to cook up that steak, well, you rent it from the Myman Group. They think of these types of things, so you don't have to bring your own materials. They're all here. This is luxury. This is your hotel for the next couple days when you rent this property. Now, the material that they use to my right, see, this wood actually is a bit more dark. It's a bit more of an espresso tone, but you still got double the storage, guys. It's impressive, truly. Now, to the right, you have your Gaggenau 7-burner stovetop right here. Very classy, state-of-the-art appliance maker, of course. And the hood is actually above. They actually implemented it into the ceiling, so it doesn't take up any space. Doesn't obstruct your view of Bel Air or any of your guests here. Now, to the left, this is your linear stainless steel sink number 2. Very large sink setup here. You've got unique finishes there on the faucets. And then if you look down below, of course, you've got tons of storage there. And I also should mention, okay, look at the backsplash here for a second. So it's not even really backsplash. It's actually custom glass panel cabinetry, and it actually slides down and pockets into countertop instead of opening in a normal way. This is way cooler. Let's continue down. Miele Appliance Suite here to the left. Okay, we've got double oven setup, microwave, and possibly toaster oven. Maybe a steamed microwave. Pretty crazy. This is cool. So you actually have some vertical shelving. It's not something we're used to seeing. That's pretty cool. More custom cabinetry. You know how it works here. These properties, there's unlimited storage, usually. Now, around the corner, that's where we actually have access into your security booth. This is the second security booth, actually, because you have another one at the front of the house underground, which we'll see later. But this is where you can monitor all the activity, see what's going on around the house. If anyone's up to no good, but we're in Bel Air, guys. Everyone's a good person up here. Okay. Now to the left, this is kitchen number 2. Now this space is very spacious. You got your Wolf double oven setup, 6-burner stovetop, hood above, microwave, custom upper and lower cabinetry, and that space also includes its very own walk-in freezer. Not just one walk-in freezer, but you actually have a second walk-in freezer right next to it, which is crazy. So if you're hiring real deal Michelin star chefs, perhaps, that's where they're going to store all their materials. That's crazy. Now here we are. This is the family room, the living space. Contemporary furniture is located all throughout here, of course. They've introduced more of the travertine material here in the space going up to the ceiling, and they have some fabricated wooden shelving here, of course. Custom cabinetry is soft closing, and you can see glass enclosed fireplace complements the space extremely well. Now, you can also see great spot to store some books, some cool artwork, a mirror perhaps. Of course, this may be where your TV is going in the future, but for now, you don't need a TV, okay? The TV is the view. Now, also, I should mention that this living space is corner facing and actually has 2 sets of automatic sliding glass doors. And these, of course, take you out to the backyard and the impressive views. So let's check it out right now. Here we are. We made it to the impressive backyard, and right when we enter the space, huge grass lots, guys. By the way, this is not turf. This is real, authentic grass. Huge flat area, great spot to run around, let your kids play, let the dogs run around, play soccer, play football. You can do basically whatever with this space. And also something interesting, the space is railed off nicely, but you get some of the best Bel Air mountain views here in the entire neighborhood from this specific area. You're looking all the way out to downtown Los Angeles, far in the distance. A beautiful greenery here once again in Bel Air, Los Angeles. And like we said a little bit earlier, right below us is Utica, which is a property we did tour a little bit earlier. The video may or may not be released when this one comes out, but trust me, it's not out yet. It is on the way. That's a crazy house. And guys, beautiful, mature olive trees in front of me. You have 4 of them specifically towards my left-hand side with a beautiful seating section with the fire pit in the center. We'll go over there in just a minute. One more thing I wanted to show you before we head to the left wing of this backyard is the fact that you have all of this gorgeous plant life lining the exterior railing, and this grass patch actually takes you down to the front driveway of the property, so you can easily access this backyard from your driveway. And in case you're having a lot of guests over or a valet service, what you can do is you can actually have this gate open and have all of your guests enter the front of the property straight into the main event without having to go through your front door entrance. You come straight to the outdoor party. Very cool. Great views of all the exterior architecture right here. I love the plant life elements they have up above. You've got this nice covered patio section with the seating space. And if you look up above, 3 space heaters built into the ceiling. And like we talked about earlier, you actually have the automatic sliding glass doors, pocketing into the wall, giving you that seamless indoor-outdoor California living experience. It's amazing. Perfect for entertaining. This is impressive. Now let's move down through. Covered patio actually continues towards my right-hand side. Another space heater above with a seating section. And one more thing. I want to show you that you actually have travertine wrapped structural pillars out here at the exterior of the property. We've seen a lot of travertine so far throughout this tour, and you will be seeing a lot more on the lower and upper levels, so make sure to stick around for that. Moving through, direct access to the kitchen and the family room, like we saw earlier, but now let's take a turn to the left, and this is it. This is the Tranquil.
For an award-winning smile, try an award-winning toothpaste. Get whiter teeth in one day.
That's it. S is for saving hundreds with Liberty Mutual.
Wow.
Anderson is the #1 trusted window and door brand. Easy to open, easy to close.
Oh, so elegant.
And you'll stay trapped. In a world where a lot can go wrong, trust your home at Anderson.
Cool seating section, very zen, very relaxing in this space. Like I said, you have 4 mature olive trees, 1 on each corner of the section. Then you have this built-in center fireplace, Brazilian Ipe wooden deck below me here, and the amazing views of Bel Air, Los Angeles, guys. This is impressive. Again, from some of these drone shots that you'll be seeing, you can see this backyard is very linear, and this space is completely engineered. So we are on a hillside lot. So the way that they have engineered this backyard is by implementing the use of many different caissons, which are built 50 plus feet down into the mountain in order to, of course, secure this property into the hillside in the safest way possible. And it's safe from earthquakes. It is arguably safer than flat ground homes. I know that sounds crazy, but could you imagine having those caissons drilled 50, possibly 75 feet down into the bedrock? That means this home is completely locked into the hillside, okay? I know it's a lot of information to kind of take in, but this is what you're dealing with when you're building these hillside properties. And David Maman Design Group did an amazing job. Sam, what are your thoughts, first of all, on this pool, and second of all, the view?
View, absolutely immaculate. I think I might have to eat some Chipotle to this later.
100%.
The pool, that looks like quite the fall. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, exactly. So it is an infinity edge pool, obviously, as you can see. And then below it, it has a small shelf that collects all the water that falls over. Now, we are sitting on a fairly large parcel of land. And again, from these overhead shots, you will see that the property is built in a sort of triangular formation. And they've actually curved this pool to kind of match with the rest of the backyard and kind of match with the exterior architecture. Also, amazing Baja shelf. Stairs take you into the pool, of course. And this is it. This has got to be one of the top 3 jacuzzis we've seen on the channel. As you guys may or may not know, jacuzzis are basically my favorite feature in every property. My future home has to have a jacuzzi. It's really a non-negotiable type of thing. And this is one of the largest jacuzzis that we've seen at these properties. I mean, how many people do you fit? 15, 16, easily. Yeah. And that's like people that are actually sitting down. So like, not to mention you're standing. I mean, probably like 25 people, but we don't need that many people in jacuzzi, right? It's already hot enough for the most part. But also, jacuzzi is infinity edge. And I mean, imagine just swimming out to Bel Air, Los Angeles, California, guys. We have some of the best properties in the USA, in the world, literally as your neighbors. Not to mention the one is literally up the street, and then down below, Unica. And if we actually take a turn to the right, beautiful stone wall right here. You also can see you've got your exterior shower. Plant life also to the left complements the blue very well. And now, let's take a turn to the right. This is your massive backyard kitchen. I mean, this is definitely the longest outdoor kitchen that we've seen. It's huge. I don't know how many feet long this thing is. It's, I don't know, 25, 30 feet maybe?
A lot of them.
Yeah, it's a lot. And you've got seating for 4. You actually have 2 exterior sinks. I mean, let's just go in here real quick. What else do we have? Couple refrigeration spaces, of course. Not one, you got 2. You also have this metallic custom cabinetry here because, you know, we are outside. This does have to be weatherproof with that stainless steel interior. So it's going to go through all the rain, guys. I know it rains a lot in Los Angeles. This is 10 times a year, right? So definitely need this. Over here, ice maker. Gotta have it. Hired bartender. They've got ice. They don't have to bring it. Also, up above, space heater. Oh, you actually have 1 right there, and then 3 towards my right. Sink number 1. Let's continue down. Exterior barbecue to my left, and then I believe this actually is a pizza oven, which is crazy. So, if you buy this property, you never have to go to Blaze Pizza or ILG ever again. It's a good sign. Hood above, of course. More fridge space, another massive sink right here, another outdoor seating section, more space heaters above, like I mentioned. One more time, guys, let's take a look at this pool. This is great now. It just looks so smooth, like so flat. Nothing is disrupting the flow of the water right now. And I also should have mentioned we have 4 pool chairs here too, so you plus 3 friends could tan out here at this amazing pool. I mean, this is insane. When you've made it in life, this is the type of pool that you will have. I promise. Now, that's all for the backyard. Let's go downstairs. Let's have fun because that's the entertainment floor. Follow us down the spiral staircase. We have just made it to the lower entertainment level of the property. Now, this lower level contains some pretty crazy amenities. You have a private wellness center with a cold plunge and a hot tub. Plus, you have multiple wine cellars. You have your movie theater, pool table, and pool relaxation space. Plus, you've got your 8-car garage, which we'll see in just a bit. But right when you come down that spiral staircase, you're led into this contemporary seating space here, artwork on the walls, and before we head and see the wine cellar, movie theater, all that good stuff, let's take a look over here briefly. Down this private hallway, you see more beautiful artwork, and if you look up above at the ceiling, you have this vertical wooden paneling which extends all the way to the end of the space, and you've got recessed lighting, border windows, which looks very unique. And this takes you exclusively into that 8-car garage. It's a supercar gallery, truly. It's got windows, it's got natural lights. That's pretty crazy for any garage, I feel like. And we'll see that space again. You won't be disappointed. Now, to the left, you have access into a beautiful powder bathroom with the floating stone vanity. And you actually have another powder bathroom directly to the left of that, which is very cool. Now, also, one more item you have, actually, a couple more items. You have access into your laundry room, which has space for 4 appliances, custom upper and lower cabinetry throughout, built-in sink. You've got it all in that space. And we also have another laundry room upstairs, too, because chances are you're going to have some guests staying on either floor, need to wash their clothes. You have the best of both worlds. Now, this long private hallway takes us into your very own guest bedroom, which gets great views of the pool skylight down below. It also has access into an ensuite bathroom with beautiful stone details and a glass enclosed walk-in shower space. Now let's go ahead and exit that section right there and look down to my right. That hallway takes us into the wellness center and the private gym, which we will be seeing later. Now, where have we ended up? This is your wine tasting room. And what's interesting is that you don't just have one singular wine cellar. Instead, you actually have 4 different temperature-controlled wine cellars down here in this space, which is something I've never really seen before. This is awesome. And you actually have wine bottle storage on both sides of each wall. Now, I don't know if each one is temperature controlled, but if they are, that means you have 8 different wine cellars, which would be even crazy. Could you imagine? I mean, how many bottles of wine are we storing here? Hundreds, probably not. Now, up above, you can see we actually have the ceiling perimeter illuminated with these LED light strips. And this is just 10, 20%. No, it's probably 10% of the first level. We have so much to see. It's crazy. Now, there's more wine storage on either side of me, but let's go ahead and take a look to the right, because this is it. We've made it into the impressive movie theater. Now, you can sit at least 16 to 20 people, I would say, in this movie theater. You have multiple restoration hardware, cloud couches. Oh my God. This whole section will probably cost you like 30 grand, I would say. And then the one behind it, 20 grand probably. Maybe more. I don't know. It's crazy. But probably looking at like $50,000 just worth of couches. Now, you gotta see this right here. Crazy movie screen right here. This is huge. It looks like we're actually at the cinema. And you've got the padded walls throughout the entirety of the space here. I mean, plush walls, it absorbs the sound. It's soundproof in here. My mic probably sounds 10 times better than it did out there. Speakers built in to the ceiling, LED lights surround the
It's been the standard for decades, and it's failing our dogs. That's why we created Badlands Ranch Superfood Complete. It's gently air dried, locking in the nutrients and the flavor dogs so wild for. Visit your local pet food retailer today.
Academy is your new store for sports and outdoors. Homes AI, the first home search you can actually talk to. All you have to do is ask. On homes.com.
Not feeling the grays but don't want to color? Try Just for Men Control GX Spray Reducing Shampoo. Just shampoo like you do to gradually reduce grays. Now boosted with keratin. Hair looks 2 times thicker to keep you looking your best. Control GX Shampoo.
With SafeLight, you can get that fixed now and pay later.
Fix now, pay later.
SafeLight offers flexible payment options and anywhere mobile service, so you can get it fixed here, or here, and pay later. Go to SafeLight.com today.
SafeLight Repair, SafeLight Replace.
perimeter of the section, projector to the left. I mean, we've got it all in the space and it's carpeted. Now, here we are. We've made it into the bar. This is the underground bar. This is the second, maybe the third bar that we've seen so far. Actually, yeah, it is the third bar that we've seen in this property with seating for 6 guests. You've got lounge area to the right. You've got views of the wine cellars. Crazy, that's a plural. You have 4 wine cellars. It's insane. You've got these interesting kind of olive, kind of grayish blue walls that we also will see in the garage. But before we go there, inner workings time. We got to talk about this stuff. So we've got built-in open shelving, plus we have custom cabinetry throughout this section. We've got beautiful mirrored backsplash, spots for all your wine glasses, your martini glasses. Now, not gonna lie, there's a lot of refrigeration down here. Mila, glass closed, and the next to that you have double the amount of storage practically. That's amazing. And then built-in ice maker, guys. This is ice maker number 3 at the property. I'm certainly keeping track. We may see more. You never know. Now we have a built-in safe to the left, and then some more custom cabinetry, of course. And I also, again, really like the curvature of this bar specifically. And they've made the other bar upstairs curved. Will we see another curved bar on the top floor? It's possible. The world may never know. Now, also, back side of the wall includes more custom cabinetry, espresso tone wood. Space looks impressive, but now I'm gonna walk backwards a little bit because where have we made it? The pool table, amazing space overall. And one more thing that I cannot stress too enough is how linear this floor plan is, especially downstairs. Guys, take a look at that. You can run the mile just going back and forth, doing laps. This is huge. I don't know how many feet. This is 100-something feet. I don't know. This is insanely large. But now, we have something else to show you. So we have these pocket sliding glass doors. And this section takes us into one of the most unique seating areas that I've ever seen before. This is impressive. So, what are we looking at here? We're looking at multiple caissons that are holding up your Infinity Edge pool here. And these don't just stop at the turf area. I want to stress that to you all. Okay? These caissons are drilled minimum 50 to 75 feet into the bedrock of the mountain to secure this property from earthquakes, etc. These concrete caissons are huge, and they're so essential for the foundation of this property. And take a look at the pool skylight. It's crazy. I mean, we've only seen a pool skylight in a couple properties, but this one here is probably the largest that we've ever seen. And I'm going to walk down this space right here. Guys, look at where I'm walking. This is insane. I think this space is so cool. So, a couple cool things about this space. First is it's actually very cool down here because we're surrounded by concrete. So even during the day, it's very hot outside. It's still going to be cool down here. Secondly, you get the impressive views of Bel Air. You don't really get any natural light down here. And third, it's actually turfed all throughout. You have some pool chairs towards the right, and the section even has a small outdoor kitchen with its own built-in refrigeration. And it's got those amazing views. It's crazy. Now let's continue down. There's actually more to see. Okay, we have a lot of guest bedrooms down here on this floor that we'll see in a bit too. You can actually access them from this central walkway. But if you look to my right, this is actually your private staircase, which takes you up above to the backyard. So it is very easy to access this area from the backyard, or you leave your underground guest bedroom, you go up for a swim. It's very easy. More views. It's so crazy. But there's one more thing. Okay, there's two more things. But this one is the gym, which we're going to talk more about later. And then that further takes you into the sauna, the steam room, the indoor hot tub, which also could be a cold plunge. Actually, there's two of them. One hot tub, one cold plunge. We'll see that later. But we have to talk about the garage. Guys, this is it. This is the 8-car garage. That's how it's being described in the description of the property listing. I'd say you can probably park more than 8 cars here. I mean, a couple motorcycles. This is insane. Now, if you remember our tour from 255 Stradella, which is the property across the streets, that home also had a very similar garage like this, contemporary. It's dark. It's like a man cave. This garage is better than the other one. You want to know why? Because of this. Beautiful views every time you look out, every time you pull into your garage. Also, I should mention, that driveway slopes down below, so you're driving into this kind of underground back cave sort of thing, this sort of experience. Now, of course, garage door to my left, slope driveway takes you down to this space. We have these sort of olive tone walls, structural pillars, and ceilings throughout. The space is very illuminated as well. And there's actually more unique items here we have to discuss. First of all, very cool artwork is shown throughout. But if we take a look to my right, you have this private office/security booth area. It actually has its very own bed, and it has a full-size bathroom with a glass enclosed walk-in shower, and it gets direct outdoor access to that driveway, which is pretty cool. Another item, let's take a look to the left, another private lounge. So you can basically sit inside of here, relax, and look outside at your impressive supercar collection. Contemporary furniture throughout. We've got some custom cabinetry, upper and lower. You've got a built-in sink, and you also have a half-size bathroom inside of that area as well. What do you think? What car would you park here, Mr. Sam? What's it going to be?
The pictures on the wall are giving me heavy 50s vibes. You see Mr. Frank Sinatra over here. I'm thinking of my grandpa's 1957 Chevy Bel Air.
That would be crazy. We're in Bel Air. It's perfect. It's a Chevy Bel Air. Yes, we're in the hills of Bel Air, Los Angeles. So I don't think there could have been a better answer than that. And he's not lying. That's not just from the video. I've heard him talk about that car before. It's my favorite. So I mean, that's amazing. I probably park on it. Feel like a lost road. Yeah, something chill. You know?
That fits you.
Yeah. Also, sliding glass door takes you in to your garage. Have you ever seen that before? No. No one has seen that before because this is the first time it's been done. You can rent out this property. You could park your supercars in here tomorrow. All you gotta do is contact the Lyman Group and rent out this place for short-term or long-term rentals. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Now, to the right, here we are. This is the gym. Oh, didn't see you there. Well, made it into the gym. This is the gym, okay? This is the impressive gym now. Why is it impressive, you ask? Well, you have adjustable track lighting, first of all. Second of all, you have these rubber mat floors which surround the entirety of the space. So you're getting more of that authentic gym experience. Now over here, more of a wellness station. You've got built-in paneled refrigeration section, tons of cabinetry, floating shelving, spots for your towels. You got, of course, the Essentia water, some of the best water actually on the market. Over here, custom, beautiful ensuite bathroom, earth tone details, travertine shower, floating vanity. Got the space. And you also have already said the adjustable. We're going to continue down, okay? Now, this hallway takes you back to the staircase, which we talked about earlier, but now it's time to show you guys my second favorite space in the entire property. And this is it. This is insane, okay? Stone floors throughout, stone walls, all earth tone. You've got two bodies of water right here. The larger one, I would assume, is your hot tub, just because it can seat more people. And this smaller one, it's got to be the cold plunge, I would say. That's 10% of the room, all right? We have so much to see. Take a look to the right. Glass enclosed, built-in sauna, wood paneled from floor to ceiling, wood on the walls, seating for at least 5 to 6 people, I would say. That's amazing. And then, here we go. Steam room, touch control, beautiful marble details throughout on the floors, the bench, the walls, the ceiling, and you've got the body spray and the built-in rain head. To the left, we have this preparation vanity, stone countertops, custom cabinetry, mirror above, wall sconces, wall panels. You know the drill here. They spared no expense, obviously. Now, to the left right here, more custom cabinetry. You've got your paneled fridge over here. These are actually refrigerator drawers here as well. So you have a lot of spaces for all of your cold drinks, your cold beverages. Massage table to the right. Higher masseuse, there's pretty much no better spot to get a massage than this wellness center. Now, to the right, you've got a half bathroom with travertine countertops throughout. Let's go ahead and exit the wellness center. We're heading down the hallway. We've got the glass walls to the right. Looking into the gym. And this floor, it continues to grow. It's a huge floor. To the left, we've got a guest bedroom with contemporary furniture throughout. You have access outside, and we also have your built-in closet storage with an ensuite bathroom with a walk-in shower. And now let's exit that space and take a look at the next guest bedroom we have here. We've got contemporary furniture, closet storage, of course, and we've got your ensuite bathroom with the walk-in shower, of course. And now we're heading out of this space. And sadly, this floor comes to an end. What a crazy floor. I mean, this floor alone has got to be over 5K square feet, I would say. Plus the outdoor areas, it's easily over like 8K. It's insane. And that's what we're about to see right now. So let's do it. Here we are. Just made it to the top floor of the property. And right when we come up that stone spiral staircase, we are actually led here into this contemporary seating area. You've got wood paneled walls throughout the entirety of the section. contemporary furniture throughout. You also get this curved railing and this curved wooden pattern here, which actually looks down to your spiral staircase. Now, towards the right, you have a glass door, which takes you out to a beautiful, more intimate outdoor seating section. You've got grass and plant life throughout that area, and you get a lot of natural light during the day in this upper level section. And right in front of me, you have access into a few different guest bedrooms, which we will be seeing later. More wood paneled walls to my right. If we wrap around this private hallway here and go straight ahead past this wooden pivot door, you can see that we have just made it into the remarkable primary bedroom suite. This space is so unique for so many different reasons, and of course, you'll see why. Now, you've got the king-size bed towards the left-hand side, contemporary artwork, and you've got the seating section to my right, curved couch. We also have some more unique design elements here as well. Curved wooden paneled walls right here, and you've got this beautiful glass enclosed fireplace. You also see that they've implemented some of these vertical wooden panels going up to the ceiling, creating more character for the space. You got some recessed in shelving, and they've even carried on that wall curvature all the way out here, wrapping around this countertop. This is so cool. These small nook shelving areas, these small niches, very unique, hard to do as well. Developers don't normally go this much into detail, but David Lamont Design Group is a little different than most developers. Now, let's go ahead and take a look outside because the sun is currently setting and it looks insane from right here. I'm not going to lie. So if you take a look, seating section below me, you get some of the best views of Bel Air right here. And as the sun is setting, the blue in the distance, it looks so, so cool. Now, also, if you look up above here, we actually have some uniquely integrated space heaters above. Now, what else is interesting about this central balcony area is actually a main connector to the two primary bathrooms and closets that we have in this space. So the bathroom to my right contains a more darker finished theme. It's got great views of Bel Air as well. We'll go to that one in a second, but I want to take you to the bathroom on the left first, because this one is crazy. Let's take a look. This is one of two amazing primary bathroom suites that we will be seeing in this section. Now, first things first, the sun has set. It is dark now. You know what that means? We're going to be touring the rest of this floor at nighttime, and then after that, we're going to go down to the main level and see what that looks like at nighttime, because the pool and the views look amazing, especially while the sun is down. But as you can see, you enter this section, we have light toned stone floors throughout the entirety of this space. We have similar matching countertop.
This country didn't tiptoe on the world stage. Hell no. Liberty is loud, baby. Because quiet won't get you anywhere. In loud we trust.
Missed you all day, boy.
So you're not as clean as you think. Aren't you glad you used Dial? The #1 antibacterial soap.
Thank you. Yes, bleach does kill mold. Bleach also kills mildew. They are tough organisms. It also bleaches the stains they leave behind away, so it gives you that really satisfying clean, knowing that the product is done its job.
We gotta look it up sometime.
Or no, not. Did you search cool outfits to wear with shark tooth necklace?
Yeah. Goldfish have short memories. Be like goldfish.
Brother, stay piece.
Tops right here, fabricated sink below. You can see right here we have these very unique fluted stone cabinet spaces. And they are soft closing, of course. They are very heavy duty as well. Very good quality. You can also see we have this mirror which extends up to the ceiling. Again, beautiful stone backsplash here covers this entire side of the wall. Floating shelving to my right. You also have some open shelving down below right there. And guys, we cannot forget the main event. This is your solid stone bathtub right here. This is impressive. And of course, during the daytime, it overlooks the remarkable views of the mountains a cool addition to this bathroom. And of course, it also matches the same color of the floors and the walls that you see here. Now, around the corner here, this is the glass enclosed shower space. We've got similar earth tone stone floors below me, and we have more of a lighter stone surrounding the entirety of the shower, fabricated shelving, and we have some rose gold fixtures there, which include a body spray and 2 different shower rain heads. We've got the water closet to my left, and you guys can see we have actually just made it into primary closet number 1 of 2. First things first, circular light fixtures are positioned right above this center island right here. We have this glass countertop complemented with this waterfall edge stone countertop. We've got motion censored lights here, so these turn on as you open them. Spots to hold your clothing. We've got built-in shelving section. We of course have your glass shelving areas. Again, illuminated with LED lights throughout. It looks amazing. And now we're looking at the back side of this closet. And this is something we haven't really seen before on the channel. This is crazy. So this entire wall is curved right here, and all of this floating wood shelving, of course, it's mounted into the wall. It actually takes on that similar curved shape here, which is something very unique. So I can imagine having my entire shoe collection occupying probably like a couple of the shelves. I don't have that many shoes, but each shelf has its own lights. We've got it all in this closet, and I mentioned to you, right, this is closet number 1. We still have another one, okay? There's a lot going on at this property. Now, if you take a look to my left, this is your preparation vanity. You, of course, have your stone countertops, mirror above, wall sconces, and then mirrored walls right here, or so we thought. This is a secret room, guys. Take a look. Wow. This is the safe room, the panic room. I don't even know if I was supposed to find this. I found it by accident, honestly. That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. No one would literally ever know that that's here. These doors aren't even real. It's that one. It's crazy. Skylight above, and then you come right here, and then this is actually the entrance to the primary suite, which we saw earlier. Real quick, look at it at nighttime. Such a different vibe. I think it looks really nice at this hour. You got the twinkling lights down there, the city. Now let's come over here. Vertical wooden panels have been installed, the floor to ceiling. And this takes you to a seating section here. You've got custom cabinetry and shelving to the left. You can also conceal this area if you wish, but this leads you into a stainless steel sink. And then down below, you've actually got built-in refrigeration. Very cool. Now let's take a turn over here. And this is primary closet number 2. And it's huge. So you've got another center island right here. Glass countertop, more custom cabinetry below with that leather inlay. Up above, beautiful chandelier illuminating this closet. And again, we have tons of floor to ceiling, glass paneled custom cabinetry here to my left. I mean, what else? We have so much leather finish on the outside of these. And then we actually have the wood inlay for these specific drawers. Spots to hold your clothing, LED lights above. Now, let's take a look right here. Look at this back wall. This is crazy, guys. I am 6'3" for reference. Look at the height. Look at the scale of this shoe storage area. I'm at a loss for words, truly. You can easily store 8 pairs, I'd say, per shelf. So, I mean, do the math. You can store a lot of shoes for sure. And of course, each shelf has its own recessed light. It's amazing. Now, let's continue down, and you guys can see, here we are. We've made it into primary bathroom number 2. Now, inside this primary bathroom, we see lots of dark stone countertops, flooring, and custom cabinetry. Take a look right here, and it actually is fluted right here on the exterior. It's very heavy as well. So satisfying to close it, actually. It's very solid. I like that a lot. Fabricated sink to my right-hand side. Beautiful mirror goes up to the ceiling, but then we're actually seeing more of the earth tone stone on this back side of the wall. There's a lot of dark stone here, but they had to kind of brighten up the space, so they included the earth tone in here. I do like that. You've got recessed lighting on either side of the mirror, custom cabinetry in front of me, seating to the left, and I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but the pool down below is bright. It's lights, illuminated red, because it's nighttime. And then from the space, you can actually see the city lights in the distance, which we'll go out and check out in a bit. And then if we take a look to the left, you got the shower. Same dark stone continues on the floors and up here on the walls, fabricated shelving, bench seating. You got the body spray and 2 mounted rain heads in here. I mean, oh, it's amazing. I love it. And then, like we said earlier, we've got that exterior balcony living space, also a hallway, if you want to call it that, because it takes you directly to the other bathroom. City lights in the distance. I mean, this is a pretty crazy primary bedroom, not gonna lie. Had a lot of components. And the other component that I forgot to say, you have herringbone wood paneled floors below. Now let's continue outside of this space, because that's not all for the top floor. We have a lot more to see. So let's continue our tour down over here. Towards my right-hand side, we have a storage area, private candy bar. That's what they're calling it in the description. And then around this corner, we have access into a laundry room, which has space for 2 appliances. And you have custom upper and lower cabinetry throughout. And now, if you guys follow me down this hallway, this takes us into guest bedroom number 1 that we will be seeing for the space. Contemporary furniture throughout. We've got an ensuite bathroom with beautiful stone details and a glass enclosed walk-in shower. You also have walk-in closet, of course. And then this bedroom actually has a very unique feature that you haven't seen in this property yet. And this is your very own private courtyard. It's got seating sections throughout, travertine walls, stone floors, beautiful views of Bel Air and of the city. And we also have these metallic vertical beams, which we saw earlier today. Very cool space. I like this courtyard a lot. And you can see the pool down there. We'll check it out later. But what else is cool about this courtyard is the fact that it actually connects you here to the next guest bedroom that we will be discussing. More contemporary furniture. You've got the ensuite bathroom with the stone details throughout. You've got the walk-in closet with custom cabinetry all throughout that area. And then exiting this guest bedroom and taking a turn to the left, this is the final guest bedroom that we will be seeing up here on this level. More contemporary furniture, walk-in closet, which actually leads you into your ensuite bathroom there. And then this space also has a beautiful balcony, an outdoor space to relax. You got the plant life seating section and the amazing views of the city, and you can actually peek over and see your pool down there to the right, which again, we'll see in a second. But follow me back towards the landing, and that concludes our tour for this top floor. But now, like I said, it is nighttime, so we have to go check out what nighttime looks like from the perspective of the main level and the pool. So let's do it. All right, guys, we have made it to the property at nighttime, and I'm kind of at a loss for words. Looking up here at the exterior, the home just illuminates so beautifully, especially at this time of day, this time of night, I should say. If you look to the right-hand side, beautiful water feature. It's so impressive, guys. This home, the design elements, everything about it is just, it's flawless, truly. One of my favorite homes that we've seen, definitely in Bel Air. Now, of course, we've got the beautiful illuminated entry, and we've made it to the great room at nighttime. So, of course, you can see we have the fireplace going right now. Although it's dark outside, the interior is bright and, again, illuminated in such an impressive way. Of course, we get the twinkling city lights down there in the distance, beautiful exterior lighting. And if you follow us over here towards the kitchen, towards the living space, guys, again, you'll notice the vibe is just completely different here. Well, it's dark outside. I I truly love it. Like I said, I'm a night owl, and this is when I would want to entertain, invite guests over. The house looks so moody, so impressive. I love it. Now let's continue down. And what do we have here? Infinity Edge pool, illuminated with these lights. The lights in the distance. This is impressive. Now that concludes our tour today for this amazing property here. Newly constructed house, I should say, in the mountains of Bel Air, Los Angeles. Guys, thank you so much for sticking around with us till the very end of this tour. If you enjoyed this property, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel because we're touring more homes just like this one every week on the channel. Huge thank you to the Myman Group for making this tour possible. We'll see you in the next one.
Get to know the Toy Story gang. No way. Woody is back. He's a hero and a friend. Just a It's been too long, Hellwood. Rated PG.
0% artificial colors or flavors, 100% delicious waffles.